What's up, everybody? Welcome in. We are live here on Chicago Bears Now for the breaking news of DJ Moore getting traded. And if you watch the video reaction, we didn't have the exact trade. Now we do. The Bears get a second-round pick, whereas the Bills get DJ Moore and a sixth-round pick. I did not see that coming. I know you're sending Buffalo a fifth back, but to get a second-round pick for DJ Moore and his contract, and I like DJ Moore, I've said for weeks, I think it's like a fourth or a fifth. That adds up to like a third. And really, like, I guess I'm just shocked. I did not see that being the case. I think Ryan Poles just bent over Brandon Beane, if I'm being completely honest. I gotta say it. I gotta say it. And like I said on the video, and I'll say it here, I'm happy DJ Moore is going to a contender. But whoo, that's a big commitment from Buffalo with DJ's contract as well. Grade the trade. I think to get a 2, Cullen Brown, I'm not going to call it an A+ because you're still eating $12 million in dead cap. You save $16.5, but what you thought you were going to get, A-, pretty damn good trade for Ryan Poles.
I mean, DJ Moore, we were discussing it all offseason. It's like, would the Bears be able to even trade DJ Moore? What would the draft compensation look like? And then you were hearing some buzz that teams could be interested in DJ Moore, given the fact that A.J. Brown, there was no movement on that market front. And then to turn around, to send him to Buffalo, which the Bills do need wide receivers. They get a legitimate, he is their wide receiver one at this current moment. And to get him for, again, and you also gave up a fifth, for a second-round draft pick. A second-round draft pick, and that draft pick, listen, it may not make it to April. The Bears are continuing to make moves, and wow, I mean, this is one of the shocking moves of the offseason, and the Bears aren't done.
Yeah, and the exact pick, by the way, I think is 60. So they'll get the 60th pick for DJ Moore. We don't know. We won't know what the exact fifth-round pick is going back to Buffalo because comp picks haven't been awarded yet. Right. So it'll be probably in the 150s. But listen, for a guy that you didn't go as far as Tremaine Edmonds and allow him to seek a trade, but like a guy that everyone kind of knew you were trading, right, to get a 2, that's a job well done by Ryan Poles. And it's a win-win for DJ as well. He gets to go play with Josh Allen. He'll probably get more target share there. So I'm pretty happy about this all the way around if I'm a Chicago Bears fan today, which I am. So definitely I don't. Thumbnails, yes, but not copy. Grade the trade, A, B, C, D, or F. We started a doc yesterday. I don't know if – yeah, for sure. A, B, C, D, or F. Grade the trade. Just throw it in there and just say, hey, we started those in case it happens, but they'd have to be finished if it does happen while we're live. How do you guys feel? We'll get to some super chats as well. Gonna have some fun. And look, like, I think in the end, the DJ Moore trade, the initial one, like, it worked. You got DJ Moore, who was this team's top receiver for a few years. He delivered some awesome moments. He was still here when the Bears finally turned the corner and became a contender this past season. That trade allowed you to get Caleb Williams. It allowed you to get Odunze and so many others, Darnell Wright. And now you flip DJ Moore while he's still a good player. He gets to go play for an AFC contender. I think the DJ Moore tenure in Chicago, when you add it all up, especially with the conclusion of where he got traded to and what you got for him, I'm not sure it really could have gone that much better, if I'm being completely honest, right? I think it's kind of worked out perfectly. Whereas, like, you get off of him while he still has value, but it's probably declining value. But while he was here, he was still an integral part when you were able to turn the corner as a franchise. So I'm pretty happy with this outcome across the board when it comes to DJ Moore and his 3 years in Chicago. So definitely can't complain on that. Okay, if you watched the initial breakdown video, I told you guys about our awesome new beers, shirt, and hats with the Bears theme there. Obviously, got the hat right here. I was rocking it on our video a moment ago. It just looks just so crispy. If you get the shirt and the hat, you get $15 off. So the way it works, if you go to chatsports.com/bearshop, if you put them into the cart, like the shopping cart, like if you've ever shopped online, you know how it goes, add to cart. If you put the shirt and the hat in your cart, and when you go to that link, it's going to take you to the whole store. These are the first items in the store, though, so you can find them easily. Put them in your cart. It'll automatically discount you $15 off. It's a $60 value, which you'll get for $45 plus, taxes, shipping, etc. So $15 off, chatsports.com/bearshop. Link is in the chat. You can find all our other merch there as well. The Iceman. I'm rocking the FGB today. Everything else, chatsports.com/bearshop. But this is the deal we're running right now. $15 off. You get the Beers hat and the shirt combo. And you see the little claw going through the R and the S. Just a little subtle touch there by our design team. So go check it out today. All right, we'll get into some super chats momentarily. We're waiting for them to load in here, and then we'll get them on screen. But you guys grade the trade for me, A, B, C, D, or F, and in the chat, and start firing in your questions. Alex Ammerling, gonna miss DJ, but it was inevitable. Exactly. And the fact that it's inevitable and you still got this return, Cullen, I mean, I'm a pretty happy man right now.
Yeah, no, I mean, and as you should be. It's one of those things where, like, the trade initially went through, and you figure it was going to happen at some point. The initial reaction was, okay, Bears got something from DJ Moore. They're clearly making the pivot. This is one of the possibilities that we talked about. It's like, okay, things will start to snowball. And then literally right as we were about to go live, the trade details finally came in, and it was like, you got a second-round pick? I mean.
And let's just talk about what that means. So you've got 3 picks inside the top 60 now.
Yes.
It's extra ammunition if you do want to increase your trade offer for Maxx Crosby, which we'll see where that goes. It's been even further reported that the Bears are in on him since this trade went down. Or if not, if you just want to play the draft game, it gives you more darts to throw, right?
Right.
We know that there's defensive linemen littered through this draft that you can get on day 2. It also, if you really wanted to get crazy on draft day, Colin, you could package some picks and move up from 25.
Right.
I mean, you got 25, 57, and 60. If there's a guy that's projected to go top 10 that falls to like 15, 16 that you love, you could package some picks and move up. So you got a lot of options now if you're Ryan Poles just after this trade. If you can get a pick for Tremaine Edmonds, maybe you can replenish that 5th-round pick that you just lost in the DJ trade for Tremaine Edmonds. I'm now thinking if you can get a 2 for DJ Moore, who's got 4 years left on a big contract, 27-year-old Tremaine Edmonds, I do think someone's going to trade for him at this point. So, and look, Schefter said this, about 3 weeks ago, Colin, that expect the trade market to be robust because a lot of teams don't like this free agency class. They don't love the draft class, so teams might be willing to overpay for trades, and I think we just saw an example of that.
Yeah.
DJ Moore's a good player, but with his contract and his production last year, on paper, this is an overpay by Buffalo.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And now it kind of makes you wonder from a separate just Bears point, just for a brief moment, what does the trade market look like for A.J. Brown? I mean, we were kind of laughing at the point of like the Eagles asking price.
I don't know if they get a 1
as crazy right
I don't know
now.
if they'll get a 1 and a 2, but they might get a 1.
Yeah.
Like New England 31 overall, I think they can get that. Wow.
It's unbelievable.
It's incredible.
Make sure you guys hit that like button. We're going to try to get the stream out to as many people in here. We've got over 1,000 of you guys joining us here covering this DJ Moore trade to the Buffalo Bills and a 5th-round pick in exchange for a 2nd-round pick. Hit that like button if you are hyped for this move for the Chicago.
This is the live show for today, by the way, unless there's breaking news later. I mean, we'll be live for a while, but we normally go live at 4 o'clock Thursdays. Like, this will replace that, again, barring more breaking news. Now, we'll film other content, and we'll be live, I would guess, for at least a few hours here. But so this is the time to come hang out. This is the time to get your questions in. We'll fire in a mailbag at some point later as well. So and of course we'll continue to monitor the news cycle. We got Twitter pulled up and all the notifications turned on for who we need to. So we got you guys covered, everything going on around the NFL and with the Bears today. So keep us locked in here. We'll be live for a while.
We're loading your Super Chats in. Let us know down below in the comment section, what's your one-word reaction to the DJ Moore trade?
After the trade return, kind of shocked. Overall, I expected the Bears to trade him, but I'm pretty shocked to squeeze out a second. I thought maybe, based on some of the chatter I'd heard the last few days, you could get a third, but like, I know you're sending back a fifth, but to get a 2 is, and I know it's a late 2, but still, I mean, I still, even when I was like, maybe you get a third, I was like, it's still probably going to be a fourth. To get a top 60 pick is a really good job here. So, got to give Poles and his crew credit for staying the course and finding the best value, and I think it's pretty clear the Bears were able to do that here.
All right, going on to Tito. What's the cap at now? Any news on Crosby?
So the Bears should have about $18 million in cap space now.
Yep.
With Dalman retiring, that cleared 10. DJ getting traded, 16.5. So they'll have about 18 right now. If they cut or trade Tremaine, that creates 15 more. So that would get them around 33. If you bring on Crosby, that's 30. So you could absorb him just with those moves. Now, obviously, they'd have to free up more money because they're going to sign it a few players, even if they're cheaper guys. They'll have to sign their draft class. But just cutting or trading Tremaine would make you compliant if you brought on Crosby. So they're in a good position. I mean, they have, and that's without restructures, Colin, which we've broken down. There's a lot of guys they can restructure to create the necessary space. Whether it's Jonah Jackson, Joe Thuney, if they want to restructure Montez Sweat and or Jalen Johnson, Kyler Gordon's a guy they could restructure. They have a lot of flexible contracts that they can clear money if they need to. So Bears are in a good spot.
That they are. Nixon says Ryan fleece polls.
Dude, I mean, listen, it wouldn't shock me if DJ had a huge year in Buffalo, and maybe it ends up being one of those win-win trades, but I am surprised that you got a 2 out of him. So I think he worked over Brandon Beane on this one. That's my initial reaction. Okay, DMV, draft a center with the new second-round pick. Is there a guy in that range?
Not in the second, I don't think.
You don't think Hecht or Slaughter? You don't think either of those guys?
I don't know if they get into day 2. I mean, if the Bears are sitting there and they really love one of those guys, then by all means use that kind of second-round pick on a center.
What about 89 in the third?
I feel a lot better in the third. Like Slaughter, Lou, and Hecht to me are all kind of round 3 grades.
Between like 75 and 100.
Somewhere in that range. And again, look, if they clearly like one and they have obviously a need with the Drew Dalman retirement, by all means, target a guy in the second if you feel like he's your guy. But
imagine if the NFL decides to not screw over the Bears and you get the comp picks for Cunningham. So then you'd have 2 2s and 2 3s in this draft, and that kind of feels like the sweet spot in the draft.
Right.
So we'll see. We haven't, the comp picks have not been awarded yet. Oh, wait a second.
Oh.
Cam Jordan will become a free agent, folks.
Oh.
That reeks of Dennis Allen.
Ooh. Interesting. Cam Jordan news.
Dennis Allen. Let's go. Bring me Cam Jordan. He's still good. He's still good. Let's go. Let's go. God, the stage keeps getting better. It's incredible.
It really is. Tanner with the new super chat. Second for DJ, question mark. That's crazy. Now go use that pick for 98 from Vegas. Aside from everything, though, I'm happy for DJ and OB balls off.
I will say this. Before, I was not willing to offer a 1 and a 2 for Crosby. I might be open to it now since both your 2s are at the end of the second round. Like, if the difference is trading a 2 instead of a 3 for Crosby, I'm at least open to that now.
Right.
Whereas before I was not. So again, this just gives you more options. Worst case scenario, you just have a nice draft pick that you can use in April. So yeah, I think this was an excellent trade by Ryan Poles. I think Bears fans should be pretty happy with what he was able to accomplish here. Keep it rolling with the super chats. If you're just joining us, subscribe. We go live every single Monday and Thursday and when breaking news drops. Okay, Brandon Bean got confused whenever Poles said more. We killed that trade, made up for the Chase Claypool trade. Yeah, and look, and the thing I respect about Ryan Poles is like, look, he just keeps getting off the mat, right? Like, he was a young GM when they got hired, a couple missteps early, but I think he's kind of settling in, man. And, Ben Johnson feels like a stabilizer. I think this is a pretty good tandem here that the Bears got going. So, yeah, you're not going to win every trade. Obviously, the Claypool one was a complete disaster, but I think you won the DJ Moore trade both times. You won it when you got him because it ended up landing you the number 1 pick next year and all these other picks that turned into good players too. And I think you won it this time. So that's why I said off the top, I think the DJ Moore experience, starting with the initial trade to trading him now, is kind of like the perfect storm. Like, it helped you get a nice weapon when you needed one. By the time you became a good team, he was still a part of it. And now you trade him, get more than you thought for him, and he gets to go play for another contender. Like, I think it's kind of the perfect scenario for everyone involved, except for maybe Brandon Bean. Now, that being said, if he goes out and has 1,100 yards for the Bills, I don't think they're – and he's a big part of them making a run. I don't think they're going to be pissed that they traded a second.
Right.
But you might have been able to get him for a third. So,
Right.
It is what it is.
Luke Clark, a 2027 first, 2022 second, or 2026 second from the Bills, and Edmonds for 98. You heard it here first. Little prediction.
It's an interesting thought. We've said in these trade ideas, like, what if the second pick, which is a day 2 pick, is next year? What if you flip it? What if you give a 1 next year and your day 2 pick this year?
Could be an option.
And I could see Vegas being in on that because people think next year's draft is going to be better.
Right.
So they could do that.
All right, just to kind of run through some of the latest news from some of the NFL insiders from around the league. Jordan Schultz says, I do not get the sense the Bears are done on the trade market.
This was after the DJ trade.
He also followed up with this. Sources, teams in the trade market have gotten a sense the Raiders are more open to the idea of trading Maxx Crosby, and it's a situation that's only going to intensify. So obviously, the Bears are going to be one of those teams that's interested in that. Okay, so then Albert Breer also follows up. Meanwhile, the Bears have cleared a bunch of cap space this week with Drew Dalman retiring and DJ Moore traded. We mentioned earlier that they've shown interest in Tyler Linderbaum and Maxx Crosby. Stay tuned. So Linderbaum, again, another potential direction that the Bears could go in.
I have not loved the idea if it's north of $20 million, but look, if the worst outcome is you actually got better at center, like, I don't think it's like a bad move per se. I would just prefer going with like a B-level center at a more reasonable cost. But listen, you go get Linderbaum, like, it's hard to argue with having an elite offensive line.
Right.
You're never going to bitch about that. I just think that you've got 2 good guards. I think if you plug in just a good center, I think you're fine. But look, if you go after Crosby and it doesn't work out and you determine, hey, we want to make one big money move, and Tyler Linderbaum's that move, I wouldn't blame them if they did that. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Could be a different option. Also, another potential option that the Bears could target is Cameron Jordan, who Adam Schefter tweeted this out. Pro Bowl defensive end Cameron Jordan, who has spent his 15-year career, in New Orleans at 10.5 sacks last season, will not have a new deal in place with New Orleans by next week, and now will hit free agency for the first time in his NFL career per sources. Jordan will play his 16th NFL season and is said to be open to be leaving New Orleans.
I got 2 words: Dennis Allen. No one knows Cam Jordan better than Dennis Allen. I think he immediately becomes someone the Bears target if they don't get a Maxx Crosby. I doubt they'd trade for Maxx, then go get Cam Jordan. Because this tells me if he's hitting the market, he wants at least decent money.
Yes.
I'm guessing the Saints wanted to get him back on like a hometown discount. He was like, no.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. What do you think Cam Jordan gets? Between 10 and 15 on a 1-year deal? I mean, he had 10 sacks last year.
More news around the sports world. Jason Tatum will play this season and could make his debut on Friday, less than 10 months after surgery for ruptured Achilles tendon.
Smitty is back.
Yes.
He was down, and now he's back.
I just heard him over there.
Smitty is back.
News is just flying
By
in
the
all
way,
directions.
Jordan Schultz, former Browns tackle Jedrick Wills, who sat out last season to fully recover from a knee injury, has been on a tour of visits, including the Patriots and today with the Lions. Visits expected to continue into next week. I'm bringing him in for a visit if I'm the Bears. Like, former first-round left tackle, didn't have a great run with the Browns, but very talented.
Yep.
Throw him into a competition at left tackle. Wouldn't mind that.
Wouldn't mind it at all. All right, let's get back to you guys' super chats. By the way, Harry, I saw that you boomed on your latest live show.
I did boom from home, first
from
time
home.
ever.
It's been a while since we boomed.
Yeah, I want to bring. Colin wants to bring the boom.
I want to bring the boom.
How about this? If we boom, beer bong race.
I'm down.
You in?
Dude, I'm so down. Everyone wants to make it happen. I'm
we haven't
down
done
to
beer bongs in a while. You know, we were saving them for next week for free agency, but if someone brings the boom, we will be slamming some beers.
All right.
Might have to rock my Bears hat while I do so.
I'll tell you about that more in a second.
Chatsports.com/Bears shop. Bear hat and shirt combo, $15 off.
Sup guys love the show. Do you think our first and second this year, along with Edmonds, gets it done for Maxx?
I think that's a good offer. Personally, Raiders get a solid linebacker, and they get 2 top 60 picks. Like for a 29-year-old pass rusher who had knee surgery, that's a pretty damn good offer, man. Like I'm not doing 2 ones. Just not. If that's what the Raiders want, then so be it. But yeah, I think that's don't you think that's a pretty damn good offer?
I think so. Listen, and if the Raiders want to sit there and say, throw in Javon Dexter, for example, other than Tremaine Edmonds, like if they were, debating between which one of the players, because we could also kind of just throw this up here quick as well in terms of players that the Bears could also look to move on from in terms of trades. It's these 3. Linebacker Tremaine Edmonds, quarterback Tyson Bagent, and defensive tackle Javon Dexter have all been mentioned in some shape or form.
I do think that's the order, by the way.
They're
for sure moving off Tremaine. It's just a matter of if he gets cut or traded. I would lean they keep Bagent, but I do think they trade him for the right cost. I think they'll keep Dexter, but again, who knows? What if a team offers the Bears a second for Dexter? They'd probably be willing to do that. So the Bears are very open-minded. They know what they're looking for, and we'll see what happens.
David, we should sign Mike Evans now after the DJ trade.
No. First of all, he wants a nice contract. He wants guaranteed target share. I just don't think the Bears they're not going to spend big money on a receiver. Now, would Darnell Mooney come back to Chicago on a reasonable 1-year deal? Like, if I'm Darnell Mooney and I don't have a great market, the Bears on a 1-year, $6 million contract in an offense that is very friendly for skill talent, come here, be a complimentary piece, go hit the market again next year. I'd be very open to bringing back. I think Mooney as a 3 in this offense would be perfect. Now, I don't know what his market will be. I don't know if the Bears will be interested, but good route runner, good after the catch. Has had some injury concerns in recent years, but I would be open to bringing Mooney back.
Oh, let's go.
Oh, we're bringing the boom, baby.
We'll get it loaded here in a second. Bears Blitz. His first video I watched on this channel was the Bears trading for DJ Moore. Good to know King Poles is still here.
Full circle moment, right? Yeah, that trade set everything up to where the Bears are now, right? Oh, we're booming again.
Yep.
Here we go, baby.
We're partying.
Yeah, like I said, I think the DJ Moore, just the cycle of it. I think it was an absolute success, right? You trade for him by trading down for the number 1 pick with Carolina. That turns into Caleb Williams. That indirectly turns into Odunze. It turns directly into Darnell Wright, Tyreek Stevenson as well. I think Torrey Taylor was technically a pick from that. Indirectly, it turned into a lot of other things as well. DJ got huge volume share that first year, which got him paid, by the way. And by the time the Bears finally got good, he was still a part of it and delivered some awesome moments for us. And now he gets traded and you get good return back and he gets to go to a contender. I think from a Bears standpoint and a DJ Moore standpoint, the 3-year experience, I don't know if you could have really asked for more, if I'm being completely honest. Like, the Bears got a great deal out of it. They got both trades. You got good value in it. And you're sending him to a place, Colin, where he's going to be in big-ass fucking games for the next several years. So, like, I think it's like it's perfect. Like, I feel so much better that DJ's going to Buffalo than, like, if he went to Tennessee. Like, I think it's the perfect outcome for everyone. You get more than you thought by shipping him out to Buffalo, and he gets to go play with Josh Allen. So I think it's just great for everyone from a Bears standpoint. And Buffalo probably overpaid for it, but for DJ, he gets to go to a really cool situation. So happy for him, happy for the Bears. I like the DJ Moore experience. Someone in the chat, DJ won the trade. It's a great point. It's a great point. What's up?
What's up? We are going to do a cut at some point.
Nothing imminent, though.
Yeah. Cool.
We could even do, like, a mailbag highlight cut just so they can practice it, even if they don't publish it. Yeah. Cool. Sounds good. All right, doing some things behind the scenes here with the crew. All right, let's bring the boom. It's our guy, Maurice Thompson. Boom! Love the channel. He says, I love what Poles is doing. Now go get Crosby. We'll see.
Make it happen, Poles.
We will see.
Let's go. Harry, we're double booming.
We are.
Double booming.
Because another $100 super chat coming in from Omar X. Boom! Can't join y'all since I'm at work, but cheers, guys. Thanks for everything. DJ Bear Down FGB. Well said. We will do a couple of beer bong
I can go
races
grab
for that.
some real quick if you want to hold it down.
I'm feeling kind of hectic here. Like, every $100 super chat, I'll rip a beer bong race.
Okay.
Or I will at least.
No,
you don't have to, but I will. Why not? It's been a while. Tolerance probably a little down right now, but screw it. We'll have some fun here. If you want to go get a just put a new super chat on screen.
Yeah, I got you.
All right, Colin's going to go get the ammunition. Okay, DG, who the next to be axed, I think is what you mean there. Edmonds, right? Well, if you mean Darnell, he's not going anywhere. Nashawn Wright's a free agent. I think he just signs elsewhere. He's not under contract with the Bears. I think Edmonds is probably the next move. Now, whether or not that's within a Maxx Crosby trade, that remains to be seen. But I think Edmonds is the next move. They allowed him to seek a trade starting early last week at the Combine. It's been almost 10 days. I think a resolution there is coming. I think they'll find a trade, ship him out. I think the Giants are interested. The Raiders have reported. We shall see. All right, Cullen will be back momentarily. But while he's gone, tell you about the thing at the bottom of the screen. We'll flash the shirts on screen when he gets back as well. But we got the new Beers hats and T-shirts, which I think look fantastic. They're each $29.99, so a $60 value. But if you buy both, if you just put both in your shopping cart at chatsports.com/bearshop, and I'll get that link in the chat for you guys, chatsports.com/bearshop. Trying to find that link. Give me just a second here. Here we go. You get $15 off. So you get the hat, you get the T-shirt, which has the same kind of branding on it, and you get it for $45 instead of $60. So check it out today. Pretty awesome stuff. It's our first hat in our hat line. So chatsports.com/bearshop, and you can get $15 off. I'll throw that on screen whenever I get back over there. All right, Cullen bringing it. He just brought a full case of Happy Dads. He's not messing around here. We're not messing around. Also got the fruit. Oh, is this a new can too? Sure. It's a good looking can. I like that play. All right. Here we go. Pouring my first one here. Alrighty. What did you see Smitty?
Our friend is elated. All right. Let's see. We'll get these poured up. Shout out to you guys in the chat.
All right. We'll knock out. You want to knock out one of these, then we'll tell them more about the
Sure.
hat shirt combo. Then we can do the second one.
Sure.
All right. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Whew. I gotta tell you guys,
It's been a while.
been a minute.
That was a little tougher than I thought. I gotta say.
It's like doing anything in life. You don't do it for a while. Suddenly, it's like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? All right, we'll get into more of your super chats here in a second. But as Harry alluded to it, we got some awesome deals for you guys.
Yeah, I got an awesome deal. T-shirt, hat combo. It's a $60 value. They can get $15 off. The way it works, go to our link, chatsports.com/Bears shop. And if you just add each of the hat and the T-shirt into your shopping cart, you'll get $15 off. So instead of $59.99, it'll be $44.99 or $98 or whatever, plus tax, obviously. I think the hat especially is pretty sick. You see the subtle claw there. I was rocking it on the show earlier. Got my bad boy right here. Chatsports.com/Bears shop. That takes you to the full Bears Now merch store, so you can see all our other stuff. I'm rocking the FGB shirt. We have the Iceman line, St. Patty's gear as well. You can still get that stuff today, by the way, and get it by St. Patrick's Day. So check it out right now, chatsports.com/Bears shop. Link is in the live chat. We'll pump it in there a couple more times. $15 off. Take advantage of the deal. I'll give shout-outs to everybody who purchases one. How about this for a deal, Colin? If you make any kind of purchase while we're live here, because I can track these in real time. Let me see if we've already got some.
Let's go.
Someone at 10. Yeah, it doesn't look like we've gotten any. Any purchases we get live, you get a raffle ticket into our next raffle we do, which will be free agency. So we will keep tabs, remember who all purchased. You will get a raffle ticket, so a little even extra incentive there if you want to purchase this or any other item. If you purchase any item in the Bear shop, we'll get you a raffle ticket for our raffle that we do next week.
Let's go.
All right, let's cycle through some more super chats. If you're just joining us, DJ Moore has been traded to the Buffalo Bills for a second-round pick. The Bears also send a fifth back to Buffalo. I did not think the Bears would get a 2, even though they're sending a fifth back. I think that's a really good trade by Ryan Poles. Clear $16.5 million. The Bears are up to about $18 million in cap space. Okay, Brandon Bean is going to get torched for this. They're guaranteeing money for Moore until he's 31. They're guaranteeing his 28 salary. Was that reported? I did not see that, but I will say the nice part about DJ's contract is it's pretty flexible each year.
Right.
So you can get out of his contract on an annual basis pretty easily. But yeah, I haven't seen anything either about the Bears eating some of the salary to ship him out. So the fact that you're getting a 2 and you're not having to eat some of the cash flow is pretty surprising. I gotta say, I did not see that coming. Okay, Aaron. Did Poles finesse the Bills? I think kind of. Now, I will say, I do think DJ Moore is going to be good in Buffalo. I think it's a good fit. Reunites with Joe Brady. Josh Allen's obviously a great quarterback. I do think he'll do well there. I just didn't think you had to pay that much to get him. I thought it was going to be like a 4 at best. I'll be honest. But I think Schefter, got to give him a shout. He said about 3 weeks ago, this could be a robust trade market, and teams might overpay on the trade market because a lot of these teams don't love the free agency options and this draft class. So maybe this is just an example of that. But, yeah, I am surprised, though. I will say that.
Love it, love it, love it. All right, for Bears coverage all year long, hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 159,000 subscribers.
Do we have the sub counter? I don't know if that's possible.
Yeah, we'll pull it up.
Yeah, we're here every day posting content. We go live at least twice a week or in breaking news situations like this. We're less than 400 subs away from 159,000 subscribers. I would love to get there by the start of free agency, which is on Monday, the legal tampering period, which is at 11 a.m. Central. We'll be live at the latest by 10, maybe even 9 or 9:30. So lock us in. Day one of free agency, as Cullen found out last year, has become like, I don't know, maybe the craziest day of the year
arguably,
for Bears now in terms of just streams and your guys' interaction and just hanging out. So it's been fun. So it'll be another blast on Monday. So lock us in and hit that subscribe button. Okay, Adventure Dudes, you think if we do trade Swift, would we trade up and get Jeremiah Love? I don't think we will, but just wondering. I don't think so. And if any of the recent reporting is accurate, Colin, it sounds like he's going to go with like top 5. I just don't, I've said like when it comes to him or a Caleb Downs or someone like, if there's someone the Bears absolutely love and fell out of the top 10, could the Bears make a move? Possibly, especially now that you got this extra capital, assuming if you don't trade for Crosby. But I just don't think Jeremiah Love's going to fall to a place. I think his absolute floor is the Chiefs at 9. My screen just went black, by the way. Oh, we're back. Okay. Oh, we're good. I think his floor is 9 at the Chiefs, and it was reported yesterday by Jonathan Jones that we're good. We don't have to have the sub counter. If it's going to F up the stream, let's not mess with that. It was reported by Jonathan Jones yesterday that the Chiefs don't even think he'll get to 9. So unless something weird happens, it's the draft. Players slide sometimes, but in a weak draft, and the reporting from the Combine is that teams view him as the best overall player, even though it's a non-premium position, he's going to go early. I don't think the Bears are in play for Jeremiah Love. So he'd be fun in this offense, though. Call the police for this robbery. Congrats on the new baby on the way, HG. Thank you so much. If you didn't see it, my wife and I announced last night. I put a tweet out, Instagram as well. Baby boy number 2 on the way. My firstborn, PJ, turns 3 in April. And numero dos coming in September. So we're excited. All things look good right now from a health standpoint. But appreciate all the feedback and the congratulations I got yesterday. I can't reply to everybody, obviously, but thank you guys for that. We're excited, and 4th member of the Graham fam coming pretty soon. So hopefully it all continues to go well with the pregnancy. So appreciate you guys.
Future Bears Now producer, maybe.
A lot of you guys replied like, name him Max, name him Caleb, name him Ben. So we have a name we think. It's not locked in, so I'm not going to like say it, and then like we might decide a different name later. But I'd say we're like 90% settled on name, but not finalized. So, but we're fired up. So thank you guys.
Safe to say it won't be DJ.
Because
DJ. Well, I'm saying
it won't be. Yeah, well, I like DJ, but we're not going to do another J. Like it won't be. It won't be that. But we have a name we like. So
fair enough.
We'll potentially announce that if once that's finalized, but we'll see. I'll tell you guys once we make a decision.
Porter.
Okay, Porter, what do you think about signing Isaiah Simmons? That's a random super chat. I mean, he doesn't really bring much to the table at this point. He's like a backup linebacker, special teamer. So, sure, if you want to sign him as your Eamon Ogbongbemiga replacement, I suppose that's fine. But he just he never reached his potential. I don't think that's going to change in year 7 or whatever it is. Okay, Aaron, appreciate the 5. Did Poles just fleece the Bills? Feels that way. Again, I think DJ will do well in Buffalo, but I did not think you'd get a second back. The lethal remedy. We better get Crosby and a really good center. DJ had Green Bay's defense concerned there last season. Need that fear on our defense and our offensive line. This should be the year we go further. Bear effing down. Look, I don't think you guys – I don't think this is a Crosby or bust situation. to be clear. I don't think this trade means they're all in on Crosby. To be honest, I think they were always trading DJ Moore. Like when Ryan Poles opened that door at the Combine, you don't do that for a player you're for sure keeping. Like I think it was pretty obvious they were shopping him. But they said all the right things, and I think they believe the things they say. They really like him. He's a tough player. Players on the team respect him, all that stuff. But, again, this is a roster construction decision. He makes a lot of money, and you could clear a lot by trading him. So, not surprised at all. Doesn't mean they're going to get Crosby. I do think they're in the mix for Crosby. We'll see where it goes. I think the Bears, Dallas, and a couple other teams are in play for Maxx. So, we'll see what happens. Clock's ticking on Vegas. I think by Monday – they got to trade him because a lot of these teams, Colin, if they don't have an answer by Sunday night, Monday morning, they're going to start pivoting to Trey Hendrickson when that tampering window opens or whoever, right? Like teams aren't going to wait forever. So I think Vegas got to make a decision here. Zach Clark, Bears new to size. Congrats on the second child. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thanks for all the congrats, everybody. We're excited. Gilbert, I was a big DJ Moore fan, but both sides win in this one. I agree. Great trade polls. Thanks, DJ, for all the memories. Crosby incoming, bear down. Yeah, I mean, I've said it, and I'll say it again. I think the DJ experience kind of worked out perfectly. Getting him initially was a huge trade for this franchise with everything that followed, and he delivered some awesome moments. The game in Washington, the day Dick Butkus died, the multiple memories this year, the walk-off against Green Bay, the game winner against Green Bay again in the playoffs. Like, I always appreciate DJ Moore, and now he gets to go play for Buffalo, and the Bears shed some salary and get a good pick for him. So I think it's kind of the perfect storm here. It's a good outcome for everyone, I think.
Agreed. Isaac, NFL just tweeted second and fifth, so these are obviously from earlier. We're going to get all caught up on these. 2 to Chicago, 5th to Buffalo. Yeah, I'll throw it. As you can see up top, but you can put it over like this. That's a little easier to digest. Polls cooked. Brandon Beane, malpractice. I wouldn't call it malpractice because I think he'll be good there, but I do think it's an overpay by Beane. I do think that. I'm guessing Brady pushed pretty hard for this. Joe Brady. Yeah. And look, Buffalo needed a weapon for Josh. So. No doubt. No doubt about it. ATG, because every time I see you go live, it makes my day. I appreciate that. Listen, if nothing else, if a couple of you guys are entertained and, enjoy the content, that makes me feel good at the end of the day. I don't want people to tune in and get nothing out of it because then I'm wasting your time. So hopefully I'm not wasting your time, and hopefully you guys get something out of this. So appreciate that. Andres, hey boys, just joined. We got a second for DJ. I'll happily take that. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'll take the L on this one. I thought it would be like a 4th or 5th. Now, you're sending a 5th back, so it probably equates to like an early 3rd technically, but still, that's way more than I thought. I'm going to get this second beer bong ready, by the way. Yeah, you want to run that? If you want to read this next one, and then we can do it. Sure. Posey Jones says, I don't think we need another receiver. There are 2 other receivers on the practice squad that are pretty good. J.P. Richardson, I love this kid. He can return and play the slot if needed. Yeah, I think, they're still going to add somebody, but I think they have some intriguing options. Look, they went to Jahdae Walker in some big spots late in the year. I think they like what they have there. Now, is he ready to just run away with the number 3 wide receiver job? I think they at least want some competition there. So, do you bring back Olamide Zaccheaus? Look, if you can get OZ back on the vet minimum, that kind of feels like a no-brainer. He underwhelmed at times, but for the vet minimum, he's still a solid player. Let him and Jahdae go at it. Maybe you draft a guy on day 3 to throw into the mix. So, I think the Bears are still in a pretty good position there at receiver after trading DJ Moore. Obviously, Rome and Luther, if they're healthy, they're good players. You got Colston, who's a stud. So, yeah, I mean, that was part of this. You have a lot of guys. So, it's part of why they decided to pull the trigger here. All right, you want to count us down? Let's do it in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, we're back, baby. Whew. Shout out to you guys in the chat. Are you hyped that the Bears got a second-round draft pick in exchange for DJ Moore? Hit that like button. Let's freaking go, man. How many people we got in the stream? How many real ones we got chilling with us here today? We have got, at this current moment, 2,500 of you guys chilling with us. Only 460 likes. Can we get to 500 likes?
Dude, how is this possible?
What are you saying?
Nothing. I just read something, and I'm just like, that makes no sense.
No, you're good. All right, so I'll ask this question, yes, because this is kind of somewhat related to the DJ Moore news. Out of these three players that we discussed earlier, let us know down below in the chat. In fact, I can actually change the live poll. Who do you think out of these three players, if any of them gets traded next? Jermaine Edmonds, Tyson Bagent, or Javon Dexter?
I think it's clearly Edmonds. Unless you think he gets cut, that's like a loophole out of the answer, I suppose. But Edmonds will be gone. He won't be here. The question is, does he get traded or cut? I think he gets traded at this point. Considering what you just got for DJ, I would think you can get something for Edmonds. Bagent, I'll say it's excuse me, I'll drink some water here. Bagent, I would say, is 30-70. 30% chance he gets traded, 70% he does not. And then I'll say Dexter is like 15-85. I don't think Dexter gets traded unless they get overwhelmed with an offer because they're so thin at defensive tackle. Even if they don't love him long-term as a fit, he costs a couple $1 million and is still like at worst a serviceable player. So, yeah, I think Edmonds, 99% chance he's gone, whether it's a trade or a cut. That part remains to be seen. Bagent, 30% chance he's gone. Dexter, I'll say 15 to 20% he's gone.
Large early returns out of 175 votes. We got over 91% saying Jermaine Edmonds.
Yeah, that's the answer. That is the answer.
Fair enough.
All right, let's go to Andy. Appreciate the 2. As a Packers fan, I would say this would make sense. Like trading DJ? Yeah, I mean, I think it does. Okay, Axel.
Yep.
Harrison hates DJ Moore, undervalued him. I don't hate him. I think he'll be good in Buffalo. I've liked the player a lot. I just don't think the production meets the contract. You have needs on your roster. I know I'm labeled as the DJ Moore hater. I don't think he's flawless, but yeah, that's not true. But I'm not going to change your mind. So, Anthony, I'm late. Do we know what we got in return? Yes, I'm assuming I've said this since you super chatted, but
yep.
Second round pick, Bills get a 5th back in case I haven't. Also, QB on a rookie contract. We just won the division. We have to go all in on other positions before we have to pay Caleb. Yeah, I mean, you're always threading that needle, right? So we'll see how aggressive they get here in the coming hours, days, and weeks, plural, maybe not. I think there's going to be a lot of movement in the next 4, 5, 6 days between now and the first couple days of free agency. All right, Anthony, bro, what? We got a second?
Immediately following the super chat.
Let's go, Anthony.
Let's go. Carl, Rashid Shaheed to the Bears.
I think it's too expensive.
Yes.
I mean, Seattle wants to keep him, and the report is they're not close on a deal. So, I mean, what does that tell me? $15 million a year probably, if not more. Like, he's the classic guy that teams overpay for.
True.
Right?
And Seattle, they're going to look to pivot to, they obviously are paying JSN. He's about to get a contract extension. Already paying Cooper Kupp. His deal's locked in for next season.
Seattle's going to play the comp pick formula game.
So was Shaheed. So
with Walker, with Shaheed. I could actually see Seattle getting in on one of these trades. Like, maybe not Crosby, but I could see them trading for Grenard. Like, would you trade the Seahawks' second-round pick for Grenard? I probably would. Get a little younger at that position.
I mean, yeah, they do need to.
D-Law might retire, right?
Yeah,
there's chatter
rumors.
there.
There's rumors that he could retire, but the Seahawks are an outside shot to potentially trade for one Maxx. But that's
I think they could be in play for Maxx. I'm just saying, even if not Maxx, though, like it feels like they're trying to play the comp pick formula game. So the way to still add talent is trades
for sure. Tom, by the way, sent us both something. If you want to take a look at that, I can read the next super chat from Emiliano. He said, "Sup, fine sheets. I guess the Raiders didn't want DJ. Anyways, you now absolutely signed Linderbaum, top 3 center, only 25. Those guys, those are the guys you signed to big money, not the Dios or the Jarretts of the world."
Jane Slater, by the way, a little thread here. I'll read it. I'll address the super chat first, then I'll read Slater.
Yeah.
Didn't want DJ Linderbaum top. Either that or the Bears are just like, this is too good of an offer to wait. on the
Right.
Raiders situation, right? Anyways, you sign it, Linderbaum. I've gone back and forth. I'm open to it, but we'll see what happens there. Top 3 center, only 25. I hear you. Not the Dials or the Jarretts of the world. Yeah, I mean, the one thing, like, if you do pay Linderbaum or someone else big money, you're going to be able to shed a lot of money when you cut Dio and Grady Jarrett next year. So, like, again, Poles has done a nice job. One thing he's done consistently well, Colin, is the structuring of these contracts.
Right.
And Matt Feinstein, their cap guy, deserves a lot of credit there. But they have stayed flexible. Even when they've missed on guys, it's like, yeah, this Nate Davis thing sucks, but we can cut him and it's not going to kill us, right? Like Dio and Jarrett next year, you'll just cut them and you'll clear a lot of money. So even when you miss sometimes, if you structure these deals properly, like it doesn't bury you. So I think he's done a good job with that throughout. So we'll see. Let me read this from Jane.
Yep, go for it.
Jane Slater, NFL Network. She's based out of Dallas, so she covers the Cowboys a lot, who are also in on Maxx Crosby. She says, on Maxx Crosby and the Cowboys, here is what I'm being told from a team source. Quote, Raiders are talking to a lot of people, but we, I assume talking about Dallas, would not give up 2 first-rounders. That's the situation right now. Will that change? I don't know, but I checked for those of you interested. She also adds in a thread, I also believe that while the Cowboys would and have parted with the first-rounder, 2, the last time they did that was for Joey Galloway, I believe. That didn't go so well. I think also, too, like from a Cowboys perspective, it's like that's kind of a bad look if you essentially give the Raiders what you got for Micah. It's like you did the Micah deal for a guy almost 3 years older.
Yeah.
like you would be taking the L publicly if you did that. So I understand. Look, I don't think any team should offer 2 firsts for Crosby. And I love the player. And I love his intangibles. I love what he brings to the table on and off the field. But, like, he's almost 3 years older if this trade goes down based on when the trade happened than Micah Parsons. I don't think you give up 2 ones in a player. Even if it is a robust trade market like Schefter has mentioned. I think you have to draw the line somewhere. All right, keep it rolling here. Thunderhearts, you guys aren't considering that a 1 and a 2, and Edmonds is really a 1 and a 2 and a 5 with Edmonds overall. I mean, I wouldn't say I haven't considered that. I also don't know exactly what you'd get for Edmonds. I think it's probably a 5 or a 6. Now, I thought DJ was a 4 or a 5, and you got a 2 and sent back a 5, so could you get a 4 for Edmonds? Maybe. But, yeah, I mean, I've said it. A first, a day 2 pick, and Tremaine, I think is a good offer for Crosby. I think it's a really good offer.
No doubt.
So, you want to read this next one for us?
Yep. Beam team. All right. Would a perfect draft be Banks at 25, Rodriguez at 57, and McNeil at 60? So, couple things. I don't know if Emmanuel McNeil-Warren makes it all the way to 60, nor Rodriguez to 57. But if they were to hypothetically do so, that would be a great draft.
Yeah, I don't think either of those things happen, though.
I would agree.
Weirdly, I actually think Banks at 25 is the most likely out of those 3. And I actually don't think he gets 25. But I think that's the most likely. I guess there's a world Rodriguez falls to 57 just because of the positional value, but I doubt it. I think he's a top 40, top 50 guy. Could even go round 1. Okay, by the way, shout out to Joe, Jason, and Marilyn.
Do you want to promote that, actually?
For purchasing merch. You guys will get raffle tickets. I'll actually give you 1 raffle ticket per item purchase. So Joe will get 3. He bought a St. Patty's shirt, a hat, and another shirt.
Or we're just gonna track this afterwards.
Yeah, we'll be good because it's all in our Slack channel. Jason, you bought a Bears Now T-shirt, appreciate that, and then Marilyn went with the hat T-shirt combo. So thank you guys. If you go to chatsports.com/Bears shop, Colin's got the link. If you get the Beers hat and Beers shirt combo, $15 off. Normally it would be $60. You get it for $45 if you bundle it together. And the way to do that is simple. You just add it to your shopping cart, then purchase. It'll automatically, before you check out, you'll be able to see it. It'll trim off $15. So instead of it being $60 in value, you'll get it for $45 plus taxes, all that stuff. But Pretty good stuff. I think the Bears kind of theme with beers. You got the bear claw through the R and the S. Pretty sweet. I was rocking this bad boy when we were talking DJ Moore on the video before we went live earlier. Love it. Fits great. You got the mesh trucker style on the back, so if it's hot out, you can you're not just getting overwhelmed with heat. So check it out. Good stuff. And again, a little bonus while we're live, for every individual item you purchase, you will get a raffle ticket for our next raffle, which we'll do day one of free agency. Don't know exactly what the raffle is yet, but be a jersey, it'll be merch, something. You'll get raffle tickets for each one. So again, Joe gets 3 raffle tickets, Jason gets a raffle ticket, and Marilyn gets 2 raffle tickets. So a little bonus there for anyone who wants to purchase. All right, also, if you want to support the show, trying to get to 159,000 subscribers, hit that sub button. We're here every single day, at least 2 videos per day. We go live every Monday and Thursday. We'll be live, I would say, at least through Thursday next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday for free agency. It's going to be fun. So subscribe, Bears content on the daily. Would love to get to 159,000 by the start of free agency.
And if you do want to support the show, every $100, me and Harry are doing some beer bong races. We brought the whole case in here.
Every time we boom, I'm taking down Cullen brought the whole I'll just pick it up here. He just said, I'm just bringing the case in here. So,
why not?
Hey, listen, we're down to have some fun if you guys want to. Every time we boom, we're beer bong racing.
Let's go. All right, Emiliano. Also, congrats on baby number 2, Harry.
Cullen next.
Not close. Not close. Not in the foreseeable future.
Thank you, Emiliano. We were actually doing like betting odds. Who's next in the office? I think it's Chugs. He's been married for 2 years now.
Yeah.
That's about when we.
Joey P. maybe.
Yeah, I'd say those are the front runners, and then Sperry in play. Moose.
A little bit.
Moose could be in play.
Maybe. Yeah.
It was funny, about a month ago, someone brought it up, betting odds, who in the office is going to have a baby next, and I already knew that my wife was pregnant, but it was too early to announce to, other than close family. I was like, oh, Chugs. But, as far as after this, I don't know who will be next. I don't know. I don't think Mitch is that close. They're not trying to do that right now, so there's not many married people at the company. What, 5 of us?
You, Chugs, Joey P, Moose.
X, he's a wild card.
X, maybe. And then, obviously, I don't think either.
Bosses are done.
Yeah, bosses are done.
I know that for a fact.
Bosses are done.
Barring a little oopsie, which, does happen.
Barring an oopsie.
I'm just, hey, listen.
It's funny.
Barring a surprise. How about that? How about that?
Don't ever call a baby an oopsie.
That's not what that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. Come on. Colin trying to get me canceled.
Never.
That's not what I meant.
All right, Tank. Moving on to you. Congrats on the new baby, Harrison.
Thank you.
We got Bear Down from H-Town. Cam and Montez on the same line would be crazy. Make it happen polls, assuming about Cameron Jordan. I will say, as somebody who had 10.5 sacks last year, fits obviously what Dennis Allen wants to do from a defensive perspective.
Yeah, and I don't think he'll have 10 sacks, to be clear, because that was a huge uptick based on recent years. But if he can come in here, be a leader, be a guy who's still productive, give you 5-6 sacks, have that versatility, can play inside and out, I would love the addition on a reasonable 1-year deal. So I'm with you. I would like it. By the way, someone in the chat, Ryan Poles Jr., hey, Harrison, just want to let you know my dad, Ryan Poles, is not done. You tell Pops to get to work. You tell Pops I sign off on this trade. Really good job. Gold sticker, but pedal to the metal. Let's go. Thank you, Poles Jr. Also tell him your dad can come on the show anytime.
We got Rob sitting in the £2 super chat.
Oh, here we go. We got some financial details.
Ooh.
We'll
get to this one from Caden in a second.
Albert Breer. The Bills are guaranteeing $15.5 million in 2028 for DJ Moore. He'll be 31 that season. With money for 2027 vesting next week, that essentially turns this into a 3-year, $73.5 million deal for Moore with team option in 2029. So that's about 24, 25 a year for Buffalo. If he plays well, good deal. So the Bills clearly are viewing this as like he's going to be here for a few years.
Yes.
Which, hey, if you're trading a 2, I don't think that means this isn't a rental.
Yes. And
I think DJ will do well there. I do.
Yeah.
I think he'll do well there.
All right, Caden coming in with Super Chat saying, can the newborn play left tackle?
Maybe in 25 years, but not now. Could be tough sledding, but we'll work on the 3-point stance.
There we go.
Or I guess 2-point stance for a offensive lineman. Tackle's usually in a 2, right?
Yeah.
Guards in a 3?
Guard would be in a 3, tackle because they're more like,
Yeah. Tackle's in a 2, guards in a 3. All right, save scum. Okay. $10. League calls today saying you get the comp picks for Ian. The Raiders refuse less than 2 1s in Javon Dexter. Would having 2 seconds this year and 2/3 2 years straight make you consider it? I still don't think I'm offering 2 1s, man. If I'm offering 2 1s, I got to get like a third back. Like I just think that's for his. I think that's an overpay. I think a 1 and a 2 is an overpay, and like I guess I would bite the bullet on that, but like he's 29 and he had knee surgery this offseason. I don't know. I didn't think that I don't think that I would do that. I would hold firm if I was the Bears. My final offer, now that you have an extra second, is I would consider making it a 2 instead of a 3 on that second pick. Take Edmonds, whatever, and that's my offer.
Okay, here. Well, I can make some adjustments behind the scenes, so just to show.
Okay.
Because you said first, second, and then Edmonds, or
just do Edmonds.
Just do Edmonds
with DJ gone, obviously.
Yeah, right. Right. So Harris
and even then, like I'd still I would not offer that today. Like if the Raiders called Sunday and was like, "What is your absolute final offer?" I think I'd be okay doing this. I still think it's an overpay.
It would be 2026 second, right?
You could do 6 or 7, but yeah. Maybe I would do this year since you have 2 this year.
So like this.
Yeah, that works. This is like the absolute most I would offer, and I still think this is probably a slight overpay. Now, it's for a premium player at a premium position, but I'll ask you guys, why for yes and for no? Are you doing this trade right now? Are you doing this trade? Oh, we're bringing the boom.
Yep.
We're booming again, folks. We're booming again, folks.
We are booming again. Here on Bears Now. A lot of yeses. A lot of yeses.
A lot of yeses. That's the most I would do. And even then, like, that's still fairly risky.
Fair enough. All right, we'll wait for that super chat to load in. But let us know, would you trade a first-round pick this year, a second-round pick this year, and Tremaine Edmonds for Maxx Crosby? Let us know down below.
I think the current results, 61 yes, 39 no. That's kind of where I'm at. I'm like, I think I'd probably do it, but I'm not like just doing jumping jacks about it, if that makes sense. Like, I think that is a little bit of an overpay. But look, to get premium players, you have to overpay. And if you got more than you thought for DJ, then it kind of evens out if you were to do it. So, see what happens. All right. Shout out to Robert Ratcliffe, $100 super chat. He is bringing the boom. It's our guy. It's Robert Ratcliffe. Boom. He says, great trade for both teams. Give Poles the cap flexibility to make a big trade. Congrats, Harrison. New nickname of Genetic Jackhammer. That is very creative. Appreciate that. And, yeah, it gives the Bears a lot of options. If they want to make a big trade, they have more ammo now. If they want to have a lot of draft capital, they have even more than they had. So they're in a good position to go down a lot of different roads.
You just want to hang out with us, Chugs? Raiders said they're going to outbang you. Outbang?
Oh, boy.
A little bang race?
The Raiders are challenging us. Here, come on.
Come on here. Come on.
Talk to the mic.
According to our Raiders host,
Jeremy Chugg's our Raiders.
winner of the Super Chat battle today gets Maxx Crosby.
Oh.
What are you guys at?
I'm going to go get with them real quick. Hold on.
Yeah.
What are you guys at? What? No, I just didn't want to. Where do we have that?
That's right here.
Oh, is it plugged in and ready to go? Oh, okay. Okay, all right. Yeah, no, that works.
We don't want that, Sam.
Yeah.
Here, I'm gonna make something behind the scenes if you kind of want to talk to people. I'll message Chugs, but yeah, shout out to Robert Ratcliffe.
If they're challenging us, then if you guys want to, we can open the Venmo at HGram NFL Venmo. Same with Cash App. If you guys want to show the Raiders who's boss, we can have some fun. It's up to them. They're challenging us. They're losing Maxx Crosby regardless, whether it's the Bears or someone else. Mr. Nobody TV says, some of my sleepers I want us to draft are Zane Durant, Ted Hurst, and Derek Moore. I think Ted Hurst has the potential to be a stud in this league. Colin, do you know anything about Ted Hurst?
A little bit. Not too much. Zane Durant out of Penn State, I think, is definitely the more.
He had a good combine, right?
He had a really good combine out of Penn State. May have honestly, potentially got himself drafted day 2, although he's probably early day 3 guy. Derek Moore, obviously the guy out of Michigan who
had a great Senior Bowl.
Great Senior Bowl.
Good season this year.
Prime day 2 edge that I think is going to be really impactful early on.
Ted Hurst had 1,000 yards for Georgia State this year.
Yes, I couldn't remember.
Back-to-back, basically 1,000-yard seasons. He had 961 last year, 1,004 this year, 15 touchdowns, career average of 15.5 yards per catch, so he's got some explosiveness. I don't know. Did he test at the Combine? Was he even at the Combine? Let's see.
I'm not sure.
Let's see if I got a little
okay,
RAS
so
on him. Don't see an RAS. So he may not have been. Let me see. Do a little Google research here. So Ted Hurst, looking up his combine page. Yeah, 4.42, 11.3 in the broad. That's really good. 6'4", 206. So he's long and lanky and can run. Wouldn't mind that. Where do you think he goes? 4th, 5th round?
Probably, yeah, day 3.
Okay.
But, I mean, still an intriguing option.
Yeah, you throw him into that wide receiver 3 competition. I'd be fine with that.
Oh, Raiders wants to smoke. They're not even in the lead right now.
Oh, they're calling us out and we're beating them?
Yeah.
Raiders losing again. Where have we seen that before? By the way, shout out to Kyle. He made he got the T-shirt hat combo. That's 2 raffle tickets that we will give him for the raffle next week. So stay tuned. Little 551 to 460 lead. I don't know if you want to put the Venmo Cash App links in the chat, but if you guys want to donate that way, that's where the Raiders flex their muscle, unfortunately, typically.
Usually.
But
here's the Venmo for my guy Harry. I'll throw his Cash App in there as well.
If you want to donate, no pressure. They challenged us, so.
But we're already winning.
Yeah, challenging us when you're losing. What are you doing?
What are we doing here?
Unbelievable. All right, what do we got?
We'll keep this updated whenever Reed gets back. All right, Mr. Nobody, so we got this one. We've got Dev P. Would you guys rather keep all the picks and get Trey or trade 1 and a 2 for Crosby? Is Crosby that much better than Trey Hendrickson?
I do think he's better. He's also younger. He defends the run much better. I've heard the Bears aren't in on Hendrickson, which surprises me a little bit. But it doesn't surprise me if the reports of him clearing north of $30 million per year on a multi-year contract are true. So I would at least see what Hendrickson's market is if I'm the Bears, if you don't trade for Crosby before free agency. But if he's getting 30 to 35 million, which I've heard could be the case, then that's a non-starter. I just don't think that makes sense for where the Bears are at right now. JT, do you think we use that second to trade for Maxx? Maybe. Certainly possible. Gives them more options, right? You want to have options. Bears got options.
That they do.
Omero, with the DJ trade, is it more to get Trey Hendrickson than Crosby? Because I would think they DJ will be included in the Crosby package. I mean, not necessarily. Maybe the Raiders didn't want DJ. Or, like I said earlier, maybe the Bears were like, you know what? This is too good of an offer from Buffalo. And Poles does have a history of doing right by guys. Like, hey, you get a good offer from Buffalo, that's a contender. DJ, we're going to ship you to Buffalo. Clears the money. I don't know if DJ Moore is the difference in getting Maxx Crosby. In fact, I don't think he is. I think it's the draft compensation. I think that's what it's going to come down to.
No doubt.
NJ. Cap space situation now. Roughly $18 million for the Bears. Let me see if Over the Cap has it updated here. The trade can't go through until the start of the league year, technically. Let's see. Yeah, so Over the Cap has factored in the DJ trade, but not the Drew Dalman retirement, because I think technically that has to be processed. So they're at 8.1 without Dalman, but they're clearing 10 with Dalman, so they're at 18. So I had that number about right. Just over $18 million.
Fair enough.
And that's still with Tremaine's $15 million that they're going to clear available, so that gets you to 33. With restructures, you can get well above 50 or 60. Like, they have a lot of flexibility. A lot of flexibility. All right, Jack Cano? Cano. Like Robinson Cano. I've been all over Jade since the preseason Chiefs game. He has insane ball skills and is a perfect wide receiver 3. In my opinion, I appreciate the content as always. Plus, Harrison and Colin, I watch the show every day. Congrats, HG on number 2. Appreciate the kind words. And, yeah, I like Jade. I just don't know if it's like a, hey, you're our number 3. Like, I think you have to have some competition there. But the chances he got, Colin, I mean, he did a nice job. So I think there's a world where he is your number 3. But I do think you'll have someone else in there, you know, at least pushing him, competing with him. So whether that's bringing back OZ, whether that's a draft pick, whether that's some other free agent, I do think they'll add to that room behind Luther Burden and Rome Odunze.
Fair enough. All right, going to add a little bit of extra spice here just because, you know, I'm feeling the mood. It's like we're back in the season doing these watch parties. It's been a minute.
We already owe one race.
We owe a race.
For Robert.
No.
Oh, boy.
You want to bring this back for
I haven't seen this in a while.
You want to bring this back for a little
Wow.
$20?
Oh, wow.
I'll tell you what. Regardless of who it lands on.
You want to do a freebie to start?
That's what I'm saying. I'll do a little freebie.
Yeah, if it lands on me, you know, I'll take the
I didn't want to force it on you.
$20 wheel spins. Drinking wheel is back. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. All right, since you did this, I'm going to have to counter you.
That's fine.
How about this?
That's fine.
We're at $579. If we get if we get to $600, Colin will race with me.
Let's do it.
$20 away.
Let's do it.
$20 away.
Let's do it. You guys are down for that. The opportunity is there. All right. We'll get into some more Super Chats here. Eddie says, what game was the most hammered you got this year? Speaking of the drinking wheel.
Patriots signed no one's
Jesse
ever heard
Lakita.
of.
Lakita.
Thank you for that news, Jordan Schultz. All right, sorry. Go back to what
No,
you were doing.
I was saying, what game was the most hammered you got this year? Not gonna lie,
Dude, it might have been Black Friday.
Yeah,
That was a fun one. We were live forever.
we were.
I don't know. I didn't get like too over the top in any game this year. I tried to manage it. I try not to go too crazy, but that or one of the Packers games probably.
The walk-off, ironically, the walk-off DJ one, I'm pretty sure we got pretty blitzed.
That was a fun one. Yeah. We
got
have
pretty
fun.
blitzed.
We have a good time.
All right, we're getting some 20s. We'll get those on screen here
All
in a
right,
moment.
so we now owe 2 races. One for Robert and now for the wheel spin. And these will be spins as well.
Yes, exactly.
So you've opened up. Listen,
Can of worms.
you've created a monster here. So here we go. Vincent, second for DJ, feels like a crazy steal and gives me hope for Edmonds getting some value, but the real winner of the trade is Josh Allen. Do you think Walker can earn the shot to try and be the third wide receiver? Yeah, I think he'll have an opportunity to get that job, but I don't think it'll just be given to him. Like, they will bring in somebody to compete with him, is my guess. But, yeah, there's a world where he's your wide receiver 3. I think if you played a game tomorrow, he is your wide receiver 3. So, yeah, Jade Walker, I think it's someone the Bears are high on. There's a reason they put him on the 53. They didn't want him to get poached, and late in the year he stepped up. I mean, that play on 4th down just to get to overtime in that Packers game was unbelievable, the body control on that play. So
unbelievable.
All right, I'm pouring. We owe two of these. So
yeah, let's just get them on screen here. So we've got Timeless.
Appreciate the 20.
And we also got J-Rod.
He says, let's race. Here we go.
All right.
We're racing. We'll spin the wheel for you, too.
Yeah, we'll get the wheel spins up here. First wheel spin, courtesy.
All right, here
of
we
our
go.
guy Timeless.
Oh,
well, there you go. So that evens us out, ironically.
Yeah, we'll see what happens on this second one.
What will happen? The world may never know until a few seconds from now. Oh, both shots.
We don't have shots, so you'll have to go.
I can go grab those.
Yeah, you'll have to go grab that for us. Let's do one of the races now. We owe 2 races.
Yep.
Let's do one now, and then Colin can go grab that stuff, and then we'll do another one here in a bit.
Sounds good.
Appreciate the donations, everyone.
Appreciate it.
And just for a little update, we're at 633. If we get to a stack, I mean, that's a boot.
That is a boot.
That's a boot race.
Boot race.
So,
all right, so we'll knock one of these out.
You guys really want to get crazy.
Yep.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, gonna go grab a couple shot skis. I will BRB.
All right, got Jacob. Love the channel. 50 minutes of Schooling Back helps. Bear down. Yeah, listen. I'm like you. When I'm driving, I like to listen to a show, to a podcast. So try to make it digestible, entertaining, fun. So appreciate that. And yeah, we want you guys to get something out of this show, right? Like, if you're listening, if you're watching, I hope you're here because it's a entertaining product. You can interact with Bears fans in the chat. So it's what we're going for. If we're hitting the live button without really a goal, then what's the point? So appreciate the support from you and everybody else watching. Let me catch up on Twitter, make sure there's nothing new going on here. Let's see. Let's see. No, I was just monitoring Twitter, seeing if anything new was in. I'll do the VODs. I like a good Tito's every once in a while. If you want to go to the next super chat. Oh boy, that's up to the brim. I got to take it real quick. Been a while on that one as well. Okay. All right, who do we got here?
LJ's dad.
LJ. I have a son named PJ. How much of DJ's contract, PJ, LJ, DJ, contract are the Bills taking on? It doesn't sound like the Bears are eating any of the cash flow. Now, the Bears have $12 million in dead cap, but they're also saving $16.5 million. Albert Breer had a note. To simplify it, he basically has a 3-year, $73.5 million contract moving forward.
Yeah.
So,
all right, took the shot. All right, next one we've got Kelvin. He says the Bears play the Bills this upcoming season. Bear down.
That's true. Is that game in Chicago? Let me see. Bears 2026 opponents. Let me see. I actually can't remember. That game will be in Buffalo. So no DJ Moore return to Soldier Field, but the Bears will face him next season. That's going to be a hammer the over on whatever his yards are. Take the more on Prize Picks.
Our friends. Isaiah, excuse me, now get a second or a third for Bajan.
Who knows?
At this rate, seriously.
Who knows? We'll see if they make a move on Bajan. They would not trade him for anything less than a third. That I am confident in. All right, Tricky. What if the Raiders trade for Bajent, then trade the number 1 pick and use the resources to build around Bajent? Also, congrats. They're not trading the number 1 pick, which means they're not trading for Bajent. They might add a veteran quarterback, but they're going with – unless something drastically changes, they're drafting Mendoza. Now, maybe some team would give them – like the Jets have 5 first-round picks the next 2 years. If they offered them 4, would they consider trading the first pick? I mean, if you're the Raiders, you would have to heavily consider that. But unless something crazy like that happens, I just don't see it. By the way, Anthony, I see you bought an Iceman T-shirt. You get a raffle ticket into our free agency raffle that we will do on Monday. So be sure to tune in for that and appreciate supporting the merch. All right.
Trying to figure out. Okay, we owe a beer.
We owe one race.
Yes.
Well, you actually technically owe another one on top of that.
I do. You know, it's
well. So hang on. I'll match Cohen if we get to we're 60 away from 700. If we get to 700 in the next 5 minutes, I don't know if we have a timer available.
Yeah, here,
5 minutes, I'll match him if we get there. Otherwise, he's solo dolo in it.
Solo dolo.
It's already hitting me because I haven't been. You guys always say like, "Oh, be careful." Like, I really don't drink much these days. On game days, we have fun. We have a couple of beers, but last couple months since the season ended, like, not much. So, I feel a little something.
Yeah. Where is it? So many different graphics that we just haven't used in a minute. We haven't even used today. So you want to set a little 5-minute timer?
Yeah, 5-minute timer. If we get there, I will match you. Otherwise, you got a solo, and then we owe another race. So that's where things sit. Do we have an update from Raiders? We're at 6:38.
Yeah, I just messaged them, so
we'll see where they sit.
Yeah. Now, there we go. Little 5-minute.
All right.
Shot clock.
And this is not for the end of the show. We're sticking around. We got 2,000 people almost watching live. Appreciate you being here. Subscribe to the channel. We're going to continue to rock and roll with you guys every single day. We go live multiple times per week. We'll be live probably every day next week. So hit that sub button. Trying to get to 159,000 subscribers by the start of free agency. If this is your first time here, if there's breaking news, we're going live. DJ Moore trade. That means we're going live. So second round pick to the Bears. Bills get DJ Moore in a 5th. So appreciate you all for being here with us. All right.
Bear down. I'm going to rip release quick.
Because now that we got another second-round pick, would both those picks be enough for Crosby, or would you use those picks in a different way? Your next mock draft might look interesting. Yeah, I actually was thinking, like, do I do, like, a post-DJ Moore mock draft? I probably have to, right?
Yes.
That
will happen.
We might do that later today. So I don't know if it will go out today. Maybe go out in the morning or something. But, yeah, stay tuned. I might make it juicy and say post DJ mock or more mock draft with a Maxx Crosby trade in it. That might be a play. So see what happens.
Don't hate that.
See what happens. Appreciate the donation.
Oh, Harry, you're drinking with me, I think. Well, actually, no. Well, let's see.
We're $10 away with 3.5 to go. I think we're going to get there. Shout out to Kool-Aid. Get to his fitty in a second.
Julian. What about trading for a premier defensive tackle like Simmons?
I just don't think they're trading him. They already traded Tavondre Sweat. They're not going to trade both their defensive tackles. I'd be open to it. I just don't think – there's been literally zero chatter on that front that the Titans will trade him. I think Saleh looks at him as an integral piece to his defense.
Yeah.
So I could see them trading him at, like, the deadline if things aren't going well and they just want to be sellers, but I think they're going to go into next season with him as a cornerstone piece. I would love him, but don't think they trade him. Nolan. Joe Brady was OC for DJ in Carolina as well. Yeah, I mentioned that on the video we put out before we went live. He reunites with Joe Brady. So, again, like I think this is a great outcome for everyone. Bears get more than you would have thought. DJ had a nice run here, delivered some awesome moments, and now he gets to go play with Josh Allen and under Joe Brady. Like, that's pretty good consolation for DJ. Like, if you wanted to stay in Chicago, well, if you don't get that, you get to go play with the Bills. Like, it's probably about as good as you could have asked for.
Right.
If you're DJ Moore, as you kind of enter the second half of your career, get to go play with Josh Allen for, it sounds like, at least 3 years. So good for him. I'm happy he gets to go to a contender because he's been on some pretty bad football teams really his whole college and NFL career until last season. So it's a win-win.
Win. C.
Right. We're there, by the way, so
Yep.
you can turn the shot clock off. I will be joining you. We have 2 races now.
Fair enough. C. Framey. Does Dennis Allen chase his former players such as Mack, Granderson, Shai Tuttle, Kalen Saunders, Onyemata, Cam Jordan, Peyton Turner? Bears have to get help.
Bears have to get help. Well, Colin Saunders, by the way.
Colin Saunders, excuse me.
Interesting spelling there, but that's how you pronounce it. Yeah, I think they'll be interested in some of those guys. Granderson's still under contract, right? I think the Saints probably keep him, especially if Cam Jordan. I think Cam Jordan becomes more of a possibility. David Onyemata is certainly an interesting one. Peyton Turner, maybe. So we'll see. We will see.
All right, we got an update. Let's see. Where are we at? We are 710.
Where are they at?
570.
We still have the lead, 710 to 570 on the Raiders report.
There we go. Love that. All right, Jordan coming in with a $50 super chat. Says, how would you rank these players for the 25th pick? Anthony Hill Jr. from Texas, Zion Young, the edge from Missouri, or Gabe Yakis, the Illinois edge? In order, I would go Zion Young, Anthony Hill, Gabe Yakis. Those would be
You would go Young, Hill, then Akis? Is it
Yeah,
Akis?
Akis.
Akis? Okay.
Yeah, Gabe Akis. Or Akis, I think is actually how you pronounce it. No J. But yeah, I would say Zion Young really is the only one out of those 3 that's looked at as a consistent round 1 potential guy.
I do think he fits what the Bears want at edge. Big physical edge rusher.
Yeah.
Anthony Hill, I don't think he's quite a first-round pick.
Not quite.
I do think the Bears like him. They met with him. But maybe he's like if you slightly trade down or maybe you trade up from one of your 2 second-round picks. But we'll see what happens there. And then Akis, Illinois. I think, does he get to 57, 60? Do you think he's in that range?
For who? Sorry. So
Akis?
Akis, yeah. Probably more of a round 3 guy.
Late 2 or
Late 2, round 3.
early
Yeah.
mid 3? Okay.
I would agree. All right, let's spin the wheel here, and I'll let you kind of answer some super chats while I handle some stuff behind the scenes.
Yeah, we got some. Want to make sure you guys are getting the best deal on merch, so we got an update on that.
We'll
with
get
the
that
shipping.
updated here in a second. All right, I take a shot.
Shot for Cully.
Easer. So we owe a race. I owe a shot, which I'm about to take. We'll do a second one because it was a 50. And I owe a beer bong. Sweet. Sweet.
All right, there you go.
Salute.
Cheers.
And turned up. Ooh. On a Thursday afternoon.
Hey, if you're about to buy merch, hang on a sec because we have a shipping update where you can get the best deal possible. So stay tuned on that.
Whew. All right.
We still have 2 races too. So
Yeah, I know.
sorry about that. We'll handle those in a sec. All right, I'll answer a couple more super chats and then we will. All right, let's see. Who do we got? Bo Daddy?
Yep.
That's actually my my uncle's grandpa name is Bo Daddy. Interestingly enough.
Interesting.
Kind of a unique one. Essentially, it's DJ Moore, Edmonds, and a first. Are you talking about if they get Crosby? I don't know what you mean here. Feel free to follow up in the chat. Feel free to follow up in the chat. But I don't know specifically what you mean there, Bo Daddy. Appreciate the donation, though. All right, what do you got? Torian, second, Tremaine, and Jervon, no first. That's not going to get it done. I would love that, but that's not going to get it done. I'd be shocked. It seems pretty obvious on the reporting that the Raiders are getting offers that include first-round picks. They're trying to get a second first-round pick, and I don't think they've gotten that yet.
I would agree.
Don't think they've gotten that yet. So.
All right.
Someone in the chat's asking, was Cullen partying like it's 1999 after his Seahawks won the chip?
Yeah, pretty much.
I know you were kind of on a limited window before you had to get to the airport.
Yeah.
Give the chat a little ballpark. So game ends, you stay there for the trophy ceremony, all that shit.
Yep.
Give me a ballpark of like how much time you had and how many drinks you had before you had to make your way to the airport.
Yeah, had a couple drinks at the game. Nothing like paying $20 for a beer at the Super Bowl, but hey, you're already there, right?
I mean, I'd pay $100
yeah,
for a beer
right.
at the Super Bowl.
Fair enough.
It's the Super Bowl.
Yeah, went and basically there's people that were kind of near at the game. We just went to kind of a local Santa Clara, San Jose bar. I think I had 2 drinks, and then basically I had to catch like a couple of different trains to make it for a red-eye flight that I had to fly in and get into work the next day. But yeah, I was probably out for like 45 minutes.
Yeah, so you
afterwards
just ripped a couple drinks and then you took off.
Pretty much had to make the flight. But yeah,
were drinks available on the flight?
No, they were
No.
not, unfortunately. But
Yeah.
wish they were, but they were not. And to be honest, I slept through the entire flight. So
Good play.
good.
Nothing
play.
like a little Super Bowl victory sleep red-eye flight home.
Nothing quite like it.
By the way, shout out Maureen and Kevin for purchases on the merch. Merch update coming with the shipping. There's a couple different options there, so stay tuned.
It's just a photo, right?
Yeah, you can just put that photo, or I guess
I'm putting it in the Shopify, so it'll be fine there.
is there a horizontal option? I don't even know where in there.
I mean,
you would
Square
put it.
should do it. Let me just see.
Yeah, maybe see how it looks.
Yeah. we'll get to
Okay.
Eric.
Eric, Bears still cashing in on the Carolina trade. Yeah, someone tweeted that out. It's a good point. I mean, the trade that keeps on giving. Yeah, we don't want that. Just maybe add it. You could maybe like try all the columns. Otherwise, just put it in photo horizontal.
Yeah, I gotcha.
And you could just at the end of the read, I'll just mention it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a no-go.
We're working behind the scenes, guys. We'll get this updated for you guys.
Yeah, we have an expedited shipping option that we wanna share for certain merch. It's not all merch, but
yeah, we're just gonna put
certain merch. Okay.
We got you guys covered. No worries.
All right, who do we got next? Yeah, that works. All right, let's yeah, we can just show this first. Okay, so here's an update on the merch. So, couple things here. One, if you get the Bears shirt and the hat at chatsports.com/bearshop, you get $15 off. It'll automatically give you that discount in your shopping cart. You just put them in the shopping cart. Instead of paying $60 plus tax, it's $45 plus tax. But also, you can get expedited shipping, express shipping. You see the deal right here. Normally it's, was that $10? You get it half off, $5, which is basically the same as the current shipping option. And so you will get it it'll be shipped within the next 2 days. Now, it says the next business day, but if it's in the afternoon, it might be like the day after. So don't hold us to a 1 day. But within 2 or 3 days, you're going to get the merchandise, $5, 25 cents more than the current shipping, which takes usually over a week. So pretty awesome deal. Here's a look at the shirt. I already showed you guys the hats, but we can flash that again as well. I was rocking it earlier. Pretty awesome stuff. It also includes, Colin, if you want to go through the St. Patty's merch that we have, that expedited shipping also applies for the St. Patty's line. That includes the T-shirt, which is available in green, navy, and black. The hoodies are also available in black and navy as well. This is kind of a zoom-in look if you get the navy option there. No one does St. Patrick's Day better than Chicago. There's also a green Bears hat. If you prefer that, want to rock that on St. Patty's Day, I personally just think the Bears-themed one is just, I mean, that's just classic, right? $15 off the hat T-shirt combo, but also expedited shipping only $5, which is awesome. So that gives you, more of a window to get this stuff before St. Patrick's Day. Check it out. And a bonus, any merch item you get while we are live, it's got to be during the live show, we are giving you a raffle ticket for each individual item you purchase for our next raffle, which will be day 1 of free agency. So if you buy a hat and shirt combo, 2 raffle tickets. If you buy 4 shirts and a hat, 5 raffle tickets. Pretty simple. Take advantage of the express shipping. You're good to go. It says March 9th there, so you would get it by March 9th, but I think you'd actually get it sooner. But that kind of, protects us a bit. But either way, that's before March, 17th, St. Patrick's Day. So it's a great deal because the normal shipping's $4.75, so it's only 25 cents more. So check it out. Awesome stuff. Gives you more time to buy the St. Patrick's Day merch and get it before St. Patty's Day. Okay, we got Eric. I would rather sign Hendrickson and Biotish and keep all of our picks instead of putting all our eggs in one basket, knowing we still need left tackle, safety, and linebacker. It's certainly fair, but, do you want Hendrickson at $30 or $35 million? I don't think I do. So we'll see what happens. I'm in on Biotish. I'm in on Connor McGovern. Good, but not like a $20 million center, which is what Linderbaum would cost. Now, could they still get Tyler Linderbaum and Maxx Crosby? Yes, they can. They could make that work if they really wanted to, and that'd be a lot of fun if they did. But I'm not sure they'd be in on both players. Sounds like they're in on both, but I don't know if if they get one, would they bail on the other? I could certainly see that being the case. Okay, you want to do one of these races now?
Yeah,
since we owe 2.
Yeah, one.
Oh, here's the update. Oh, those minions over there on the Raiders report. They're closing in, Cullen.
Closing in. Can't lose to them. On a day that the DJ Moore, you get a second round.
We got to
pick.
beat them to 1,000.
Got to.
That's got to be.
Reminder: $20 super chats. We do a wheel spin every $100 as a guaranteed beer ball race.
Cheers.
Whew.
All right, Corey, can you explain comp pick free agency thing? Seems random. The best way I can explain it is the NFL has an allotment of comp picks that are awarded every year. I think the number is 32. And the free agency part of it, a few of the picks are based on promotions, which has been the whole Ian Cunningham debate, minority candidates becoming head coaches or GMs. That's part of it. But a lot of these picks are based on free agency. So and I don't know the specifics here, but based on the amount of money in contracts of your free agents that sign elsewhere, if that number is larger than the contracts you're bringing in free agency, you can be awarded draft picks. So, the Bears had a chance to get a 7th-round pick for Jacob Martin, for example, because they were slightly in the positive in the comp pick formula, but they're the first pick out because, of course, based on the picks that are projected to be awarded. So that's the simplest way I can explain it. It's not an exact science, at least for me to explain, but you see a lot of teams in Cullen,
yep.
Your Seahawks are starting to do this.
Yep.
Of once you become a contender and you got to pay guys big money, you see teams trying to play this game where they
yep.
let some guys go, and the way they continue to build their roster is extend the guys they really like, use the draft and or
yep.
trades, and then if you let players you're not willing to re-sign go, if they get good contracts elsewhere, then you get future picks. Howie Roseman's been doing this.
Yep.
It's a way to continue to build your roster even though you're letting talent go. So I don't think that was the perfect explanation, but especially from a fan content consumption standpoint, it is a little random, but there is a formula to it. And I do think the Bears entering this contention status could start to play this game a little bit, which is why if you don't re-sign Deshaun Wright, you want him to sign the fattest contract possible.
Right.
That would be nice. So, and it's another reason why, and this shouldn't be a determining factor, but if you sign Tyler Biotish to a big deal, that doesn't help you in the comp pick formula game. Tyler Linderbaum. If you sign Tyler Biotish, since he was cut by another team, guys who were cut do not factor in. So Bradley Chubb doesn't factor in. Tyler Biotish doesn't factor in. Those type of guys, if they fit what you want to do, that's even another reason to sign those players because it doesn't impact the comp pick formula game. Why is that? I don't know. That's how the NFL has it set up. So,
your guy Emar DeMarcado is going to be a restricted free agent, or will not retender, so he'll make him a free agent. Emar DeMarcado.
I wouldn't mind him as an RB3. Bears need an RB3
for Jordan Schultz.
All right, we're bringing the boom for the Polish Hardware Store. Boom! He says, been a minute. Congrats, Harrison. I assume that's for the baby announcement. If anyone missed, my wife and I are having another baby boy due September. So, by the way, I guess I should just mention this. I would say there's a greater than 50-50 chance that I miss a Bears game. So Cullen will probably be handling that one.
Oh, wow.
I mean, we'll figure that out. That's 6 months down the road. But, I mean, I would guess I miss at least a game with the with the birth of my child. I know Tom Downey did last year. It would probably just be one game I would miss, but we'll hold it down. We'll hold it down. Emiliano. Mr. Harry Mann, okay? Are you leaning more toward a weirder name like Garth for your baby or something more common like Muhammad? Muhammad's the most popular name in the world. Read a book. Name that movie.
Why the fuck is between that and Muhammad?
Muhammad's the most popular name in the world.
Name that movie down below.
If you know that movie, you know ball.
Yep.
And you're not 12 years old.
I was going to say, yeah.
Because that movie's been out for a while. Clark, you know ball. Yeah, Bears Now knows. Bears Now knows. I think it's my favorite comedy ever.
Yeah.
I'm serious. By the way, Jonah Hill, the fatter he is, the funnier he is. That's just a fact.
It's just a fact. I will say Step Brothers probably takes it for me, although that's like
another great. That's a great movie.
Yeah. Superbad's another good one, though.
Superbad's on the Mount Rushmore for me, if not number one.
Someone gives it a B+.
Oh, do you have another race ready to go? Oh, boy.
Well, because we got 100, remember?
Oh, shit. So we still owe 2? Let me crack another one. Hang on.
We made some deals.
Yeah, hey, listen, we can only blame ourselves. All right, you want to count us down here? Other guys is a good one. Favorite comedy in the chat. We'll get some shout-outs.
Let us know. All right, 3, 2, 1. All right. I actually just finished. So if you want to toss me maybe one or two of those bad boys.
There you go. I'll just give you one for now.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Here, I'll give you a second one. We still,
Never hurts.
There
we go. All right. We got Homero. If Atlanta releases Darnell, would you bring him back?
They are releasing him. If the price is right, I'm open to it. I like Mooney. He does drop too many passes, which that was an issue for the Bears last year. But if he's your 3, that's a hell of a 3. He's had some injury concerns too. I'll be curious to see what his market is. If it's closer to $10 million than $5 million, I'd probably say no. But if you can get him 1-year deal, $5-6 million, try to rebuild his value, then he signs elsewhere a year later, I'd be open to that. I think it'd be a great fit in this offense. He could play slot and outside, which Ben values that versatility. Despite his size, he's a willing blocker, good route runner. So I've always liked Darnell Mooney. Good player. Sir Cave, did you know, or DYT, you know what that acronym is? Let me look it up.
DYT. Ozzy's IR had anything to do with a Drew retiring?
Do you think?
Do you think?
Do you think Ozzy, had anything? No. It had nothing to do with it. You know why he retired? Because his dad played in the NFL, and he knows up close what a long career can mean. Like, guys, in my prior job, I worked some with a guy who played guard in the 90s for like 12 years. Dude, he can barely walk. Like, that's why, like, these people who are ripping Drew Dalman, and look, I get it. I'm upset from a Bears standpoint, but, like, I can't blame these guys for walking away. This sport is violent as fuck, especially if you're in the trenches. You're getting hit every single play. And by the way, these centers are usually going up against guys that are like 30 pounds heavier. So, like, it takes a toll, man. I would have loved to get one more year out of Dalman, but, he's made like $20 million, and he's like, I'm done. I don't blame him, man. I don't blame him. Jackson says, human-wise, I'm not mad. Fan-wise, I'm upset. Yeah, I think it's totally fair to be upset from a fan, like a team standpoint, But like, I don't think it's fair to be upset at Drew Dalman. Like
Right.
this shit is too hard, man. Like it is a taxing sport. So Bears clear $10 million. Like and people are like, well, he signed a $42 million. He's not going to get $42 million. He got his money last year, and he might get like a couple more million. Like he's forfeiting his salary. It's I don't blame the guy, man. I don't blame the guy. I wish he would have done one more year, but I'll say this too, and I said this when I reacted to the news, and Colin, I think you would agree. Football's a sport. You're either in or you're out. You can't be half in. So if he's not all the way in, it's better for the Bears if he retires. Like, it's not – you got to be fully committed. Bill Parcells famously said it. If you're thinking about retiring, you're already retired. Now, there might be exceptions to that. Like, the Travis Kelce's of the world have probably thought about retirement. But, like, that's an all-time great. Like, if Dalman isn't all the way in, then he's out. It is what it is, man. It is what it is.
All right. Little update on the Super Chat battle, too.
Oh, let's go. Answering the bell. Let's beat the Raiders to 1,000. This is what we do. What we do. All right, who we got? Rampage. Just wanted to remind everybody that's always FGB. I'm rocking the shirt, baby. Chatsports.com/Bears shop. Get it going today.
FGB.
I don't know. Did I get shout-outs on the Posey Jones 3 raffle tickets? He got the Our Turn Iceman and the Green River shirt. Love that. Kyle, 2 raffle tickets. I think we're caught up. I think Kevin and Marine already shouted out. They get their tickets. We'll make sure that's all calibrated later. We have a tally, so you guys will get your raffle tickets for when we do a raffle day 1 of free agency. You're locked in.
Locked in.
All right, who do we got here?
Ben.
Is there a world where Bears trade Montez Sweat and land both Trey and Maxx? Love the channel. Keep it up. Let me just see. Let me see what the Bears – need a reminder what the Bears save if they were to trade Montez. If they did trade him, it would clear basically $17 million. So let's say hypothetically Montez Sweat is in a Maxx Crosby trade. So you ship out $17 million, you bring in 30. So based on where you're currently at, let's assume Tremaine's out too. So let's just say they trade Tremaine to some random team. So you're at $33 million. You bring on Crosby, you're down to $3 million. You trade Montez, you're back up to $20 million. It's possible. You sign Trey Hendrickson to some kind of contract. I don't think they would do that personally. But like in a world like, is it feasible? The answer is yes. They could do that. Trey Hendrickson, Maxx Crosby would be fun. But I think Montez Sweat, Maxx Crosby would be fun. I've said it. If Sweat's your number 2 guy, you're living pretty because he's a good player. But when you're asking him to consistently take on double teams, I always make the baseball analogy. If your ace gets hurt and your number 2 has to be your ace, doesn't mean he's not a good starting pitcher, but the domino effect, you ask your number 3 to be your number 2. You're asking Austin Booker to be a starter, whereas if he's your 3rd guy, that's a good role for him, right? Like it's not so much about what the number 2 guy has to do now, being the top guy. It's more about the rest of the crew. And that's what I've always said with Sweat. Like he's a fine 1, but if he's your 2, right, that's really good. Really good player. Okay. Omni, Sweat, Booker, then draft the DN this draft, D-loaded. Are you saying, like, don't do Crosby, draft the D-end? Yeah, they could certainly do that. They might do that even if they get Crosby. Add a guy on day 2 or early day 3. It's a deep edge group. Yeah. I would guess even if they trade for Maxx, they probably add an edge in the draft at some point. So, Dandy, upgrading a 5th to a 2nd, freeing $16 million sounds great to me. DJ Moore is good, but not as good as Bills fans are making him out to be. Yeah, I think it's a win for everyone. It's a win for DJ. He'll be more of a focal point in that offense. Bears save money, get a premium pick. I think from a Bears perspective, it's a win-win all around. And I am happy that DJ's going to a real team. Like, if he look, you got to do what you got to do, but like it would have sucked if like he had to go to Tennessee. It's like I've had 1 year of finally seeing what winning looks like. I'm back to the Titans. And maybe the Titans will be good, but I know the Bills will be good. They got Josh Allen. They're going to be good. Jordan, Congrats on the baby, Harrison. September's a great month for birthdays. September 29th especially, LOL. Appreciate you, Jordan. That's a wheel spin.
Yep.
And the 18th is currently
September is a great month for birthdays.
Are you a September guy? When's your birthday?
13th.
18th? So
13th.
13th? No, I'm saying
13th to 18th.
due date is the 18th, which means 13th is in play. 13th is in play.
13th isn't.
Because usually the second, it's more likely once you've had one that the second baby would come earlier than the projected due date. So the 13th is in play for sure. Guy, you're getting, for once, you are getting peppered by the wheel.
I'll take it. 3, 2, 1.
Look at Cullen balling. Hey, get the Cullens in the chat.
Woo-hoo.
Shout out Cullen in the chat. Let's go.
Cade says, holy. Oh, shout out to you, Cade. Shout out to you, sir. September 13th. Best birthday out there, some are saying. So, shout out to the real ones in the chat. Appreciate that. Shout out to you guys, first of all. We wouldn't be able to do this without you guys, so thank you guys so much for the support. And already, just to kind of recap the news, if you've been living under a rock or somehow just tuning in here in the last several minutes and don't have a phone for some reason, DJ Moore has been traded from the Chicago Bears to the Buffalo Bills, along with a 5th-round pick in exchange for a 2nd-round pick. Huge move by the Chicago Bears, who's somebody that could be – oh, sorry.
We got something here in addition to this news. Trey Wingo, who at the deadline was the first to say Dallas tried to trade for Maxx Crosby. So he's not an insider, but he's clearly gets some info. He tweeted out, things are moving fast with Maxx Crosby. Last night, Dallas thought they were close to a deal, but since then, other teams have raised the ante and are potentially offering Raiders 2 first-round picks. Expect Dallas to now shift their focus to Trey Hendrickson, which is what I've said. Like, these teams are going to bail and go to Hendrickson, A, depending on offers, or B, if they just don't want to wait it out anymore. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Did we read Dandy Nats, by the way? Upgrading a 5th to a 2nd, freeing $60 million.
We did read this one.
Okay.
Thank you, Dandy.
We got Wicked mock draft with 2 comp picks plus or post DJ Moore trade.
Do we have the comp picks? Has that been did I miss that? I can't do a mock with those picks if I don't know if we're getting those picks. You know what I'm saying? I didn't miss that, did I?
I don't think
Anyone
so.
in the chat, have the comp picks been announced? Happy Dads, Tony. To Seltzer, a little easier to take down. Oh, by the way, just real quick, shameless plug if you guys don't mind. Can you follow my social media platforms? Cullen, you may have to go to a live doc to find all the links.
No, I got them.
Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, especially TikTok. I'm trying to grow over there. I'm late to the TikTok game, but I'd love to get to 5,000 followers ASAP. Same handle, all platforms, at HGram NFL, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. I'm also on Facebook, just launched a page over there, publishing content all the time on those platforms. It helps me out. I would greatly appreciate it. DMs are open. I'm behind on DMs. I know. I will try to get back to those. I am having a second child, so it's hard to get to those in real time. But I will reply when I get a chance. At HGram NFL, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. If you go to Facebook, if you do the link, facebook.com/HGramNFL, or if you're already in the app, if you're on your phone, just search Harrison Graham Chat Sports. You will find me, and give me a follow. I would greatly appreciate it. You guys are the best, and it helps me out. So if you like what I do, if you want to support me for free, it's just clicking a button. That would make my life better. So I greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, here I'm gonna throw Harry's Facebook in. Just had to go grab the link here real quick, but yeah, he's been grinding, man. He's been growing his social media accounts and
it supports Cullen because he helps me with a lot of that content. So
yeah, if you guys want to see more of HG, more of us here at Bears Now, give Harry a follow.
How about this as well?
Okay.
Cullen, who is our Jags host, been grinding over there on the side in addition to all the producing duties that he does for this show, which is a lot. I put a lot on his plate, and I greatly appreciate it. Go support him as well. He's getting his feet wet, hosting our Jaguars channel. What is it? Cullen Brown NFL on Twitter. Cullen, feel free to throw that link in the chat. Go give my guy Cullen a follow. No one grinds harder than this guy at Chat Sports. He's up here till 8, 9 o'clock half the time at night when I'm going home at 6:30 sometimes. So show my guy some love. I think he's the biggest grinder here at this company. So at HGram NFL for me, at Cullen Brown NFL for my guy C Breezy, who is killing it on a daily basis. No one does it better, so go give him a follow. Cullen will put his Twitter link in the chat, and he'll respond to your DMs as well.
Yes.
Not to add more work to your plate,
no, hey,
but
listen, if you
you
guys
will
wanna,
respond to DMs.
Yes, Instagram or Twitter. I'm there. So
there you go. Yeah, Instagram too. Give him a follow.
Shout out.
Show my guys some love.
Appreciate that. We got everything covered here on a daily basis. Always happy to help. But yeah, appreciate that. If you guys want to give me a follow. Okay, we got Homero. We got Kinney.
NFL should ditch the Pro Bowl. Instead, every non-Super Bowl team hosts fanfare at their stadium, pay it back to the fans. Sure. I think the Pro Bowl, Cullen, should just be like the initial vote. You get into the Pro Bowl, and like if you want to still have an event because it is it still makes money on TV for ESPN, these networks, whatever, and you need to fill it with alternates, that's fine. But they don't get like that accolade on their resume. Like they're just there to fill gaps, and the NFL throws them a little stipend to play in the game. Because then that would still like if you're a Pro Bowl alternate these days, that's a fake Pro Bowl. It should just be like all pro, like where it's like, hey, you made the Pro Bowl, whether you played in it or not. The initial vote is what counts. And if you want to keep the TV event and have alternates fill spots for guys who withdraw or are still in the playoffs or whatever, that's cool. But, yeah, I mean, these deep alternates putting Pro Bowl on their resume, I mean, it's watered down what that means significantly.
No doubt. No doubt. I mean, it's kind of like one of the worst awards just because, again, no one really cares. I mean, for crying out loud. I mean, how many AFC quarterbacks did they have to ask before they finally got to Shedeur Sanders to make him a Pro Bowl quarterback this year?
Justin Fields turned them down.
Justin Fields.
That's incredible.
It's incredible.
Which, by the way, Justin Fields as a flag football quarterback would actually be kind of electric.
He would be.
But that's neither here nor there. Osmotic, update on Bayard. I would have thought they would have had a deal done by now. Yeah, it's been quiet. David Kaplan yesterday or the day before said it's 70-30 that he will re-sign, but I think we have to consider the possibility that he could sign elsewhere, which tells me that he's asking for more than what the Bears are willing to give. So I think there's still a chance they bring him back, but that is not a guarantee. Not a guarantee. Blaze, what are your thoughts on Joey Bosa one-year deal? Fallback option. If you don't get a Crosby, if they're not interested in Hendrickson, I'd rather go Khalil Mack than Joey Bosa. But if Mack goes back to the Chargers, yeah, 1 year, 12 mil, 13 mil, something like that. I'd be cool with that as like a stopgap option to help this pass rush. But he's not in the top tier for guys you're trying to get to add to this defensive line. I will say that.
Okay, someone's saying my DMs are off. That's weird. You should be able to DM me.
You may have to.
Is it privacy?
That or I don't know. Twitter's weird now. Sometimes you have to you may have to follow back. I'm not sure. There should be a.
Oh yeah, there's an option. I just turned it on. So if you want to DM me.
All right, DM should be open now.
Okay.
Light up my guy's DMs. Keep him up late at night. I'm just kidding, but no, you can DM him.
Yeah, always trying to chop it up with you guys. All right, Jordan Heflin. September 18th was my dad's birthday. R.I.P.
R.I.P. to your pops, man.
R.I.P.
I know that's tough.
R.I.P.
Yeah, September 18th. It's got a nice ring to it. I like that as a birthday. So we'll see when baby G number 2 comes, but that is the due date as of now. And we'll spin the wheel for Jordan.
Let's go. Give it to me. Give me another drink. Why not? Oh,
I'm getting one.
Okay.
We owe, I think, one race and then plus this. So where are we at? 908.
We're not far from a boot.
If we get to I'll just rip this one since we're close on boot, close to boot tear. You did one solo. I'll do one solo.
Dope.
We're less than 1,000. We're less than 1,000. Well, technically that's true.
Yes.
We're less than 100 from a
Less than
from a
100.
boot race.
Shout out to you guys in the chat pulling up. All right. Let's get these supers rolling in. We've got, so we did Jordan. We did.
Someone says Aaron Wilson tweet. We're Aaron Wilson supporters at this company.
Yes, we are. Okay, we did.
He says Bills free agent center Connor McGovern is expected to have a strong and relatively pricey market. Okay. That is Bears relevant.
Kinney, NFL Stitch. We did this one. Osmonic. Any update on Byard? Have we done this one for Osmonic?
Yes.
Okay,
we did do
did
the Bayern
that.
one.
Thoughts on Joey Bosa?
We just did that one.
And then Tony. All right. Tony, Debo or Mooney as the other weapon in his offense. Personally, Mooney, I think would be.
Yeah, I don't think Debo. They like speedier guys. Look, if Debo was cheap enough, I'd be open to it, but I don't think they'll be in that market. Also, I still think he probably still clears $10 million. I just don't think the Bears are going to pay that. Whereas Mooney, coming off a year where he was banged up a lot, you might be able to get him for $6-7 million. 6-7.
Yeah.
I would guess neither are super likely, but I think Mooney's probably more likely, and it would be my preference. All right, I'm rocking the FGB merch. We got plenty of merch here, but specifically for the St. Patty's merch and the Beers hats and shirts, which is relevant for St. Patrick's Day. Got the Beers hat right here. Check it out. We have express shipping for only $5. You'll get it within a couple of days. That's basically the same as our normal shipping, which is only 25 cents. You got to select it, though. Click the down arrow and select Express. It's only 25 cents more. You might as well. I mean, and it guarantees you'll get this stuff before St. Patrick's Day. Beers t-shirt, Beers hat, which, by the way, if you get both of these into your shopping cart, $15 discount. $15. Look at Colin. He's got the hat right there, baby. Chatsports.com/Bears shop. If you put both into your shopping cart, $15 discount, Beers hat and t-shirt. But the express shipping is also valid for the St. Patrick's gear, which is the River t-shirts and hoodies. We got the t-shirts in green, navy, and black. The hoodies in navy and black. And you could just toggle the color when you click on the item. Again, chatsports.com/Bears shop. Find the item you want. Choose the color, etc. Here's kind of a zoom-in look. This is what the navy t-shirt or hoodie looks like. Chatsports.com/Bears shop. The best bang for your buck right now is that the Beers hat and t-shirt combo, $15 off, $60 value down to $45. Plus, every individual item you purchase while we are live, you get a raffle ticket for our raffle we will do on day one of free agency. It'll be either a jersey raffle, merch raffle, who knows, maybe some autographed merch or autographed gear from a Bears legend as well. We'll see what we can get our hands on. But so if you buy 3 items, or if you do the hat t-shirt combo, that's 2. If you buy 4 items, that's 4. Raffle ticket for everything you buy. Chatsports.com/Bears shop. Hopefully I explained all that well. If you have questions, let us know in the chat. Okay, Adam, are Poles and Bean cousins or something? They do trade a lot. I haven't even mentioned that. They have traded a ton.
Yeah.
Multiple times during the draft. Ryan Bates, it happens all the time. They seem to always make a fair trade with each other. I say roll this money into an edge rusher. Yeah, they're going to add an edge rusher. The question is, who is it? Is it Maxx Crosby? Is it Khalil Mack? Is it Cam Jordan? Is it a first-round pick? They will add an edge rusher that can come in and contribute, if not be a major difference maker. That I feel confident in.
I think so too. The question is like what level, and look, we're starting to see reports as per your Jane Slater report that you read earlier. Listen, I've said that a lot. I got to do like push-ups or something. Every time I say listen, I got to do push-ups or something. Look, I think for Crosby, it determines of his market. The 3 major teams that could be really in play, although there could be some other teams involved as well, Detroit, Dallas, and Chicago. There's been widely speculated that Max and Caleb would like to play with each other. Does Dallas or Detroit potentially have a better package in favor than Chicago? Now that Chicago now has this extra second-round pick, do they potentially up their offer? A lot of things are at play here. And I think, Harry, you've kind of nailed this point, but just to kind of bring it all full circle, if a Maxx Crosby trade is going to get done, it will be by the time free agency is fully like that tampering period, because Ryan Poles is sitting there saying, look, we were this close from making it to the NFC Championship game in Ben Johnson's first year with this current roster, which had some clear deficiencies, but overall is a really promising young roster. Maxx Crosby, doesn't matter what defense you have, will take it to another level. But if you're not able to secure that, you've got to pivot. Do you go after a Trey Hendrickson? Do you go after a Khalil Mack? Do you go after a Dafe Owe, Jalen Phillips, or maybe you target somebody in the draft and other positions in free agency? Whatever the case may be, we're going to find out a Maxx Crosby resolution here very soon.
Yes.
Within the next, 72 hours, you'd say?
It could happen at any second.
Any second. While we're live right now.
I think the Raiders lose value once Monday at 11 a.m. Central hits. So they got today, tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday to make a decision. And I think they're going to trade him. And it was Jordan Schultz said teams are getting the sense that the Raiders are more willing to trade him. I don't know this verbatim. I think Maxx and the Raiders have basically been like, I think Maxx has told the Raiders without demanding a trade, like, hey, if you guys can find a deal that's fair, I would love a fresh start.
Yep.
That's what I think has happened. So
love it. Julian, thoughts on bringing in Christian Wilkins? So he's been kind of out of the NFL eye in a minute.
I don't know what's going on with him. Is he healthy? Do teams want him? There was a lot of rumors on like his behavior in Vegas. I don't know. Look, if you can get him on a cheap 1-year deal and you feel comfortable bringing him in, I'd be on board with it. I just don't know his health status and what teams think of him at this point. And it's kind of weird that we've heard nothing about him. No one has given us any update on what his situation is. So,
I mean, has he just simply just said?
Is he just done?
Yeah,
I don't think so, but maybe.
I mean, him at his peak, in Miami.
Shout out Kamisi, if I'm pronouncing that right, for getting the hat t-shirt combo.
Him at his peak in Miami was one of the more disruptive defensive tackles in the National Football League.
Dude, he honestly reminded me of Akeem Hicks with his play and with his shit talk. The audio clips of him are classic.
He is an NFL mic'd up darling.
Yes. He's on the Mount Rushmore of mic'd up.
Yeah. I'm not scared of you. Love that.
Good player, man. I don't know. The big dilemma was the Raiders thought he needed another surgery. He didn't, so they cut him. So, I don't know. I don't know where it sits with him. If you can get him on some affordable 1-year deal, though, like even if it's just for 1 year and he has a good year and goes and signs elsewhere, I think that would be that seems worthwhile to me.
Yeah.
I don't know, though. I've not heard anything on his status. John, what do you think about a first, a third, and Edmonds for Maxx? I'd do that at this point because you'd still have 2 seconds to play with. You don't have to give up a second first. I'm absolutely on board at this point. That was like the most I would offer before this DJ trade, but at this point, I would do that. I would do that. Michael Frazier, could the Bears now take Jordan Tyson if he falls? They're not taking a receiver in round 1. Now, if Mekhi Lemon's there at 25.
I was going to say.
Let me do the Mekhi Lemon.
Here's the thing. And look.
He would feast in this offense. He's a St. Brown copycat.
Little Jason in there, too. I think he is something that, like, he's got.
Don't listen to Joe NFL.
He has got a touch of just the ability to, have the run after the catch, which Ben Johnson clearly values. He's got deceptive speed. I think he's going to run faster than what he'll run at his pro day.
He's very quick, too. So, like, those, option routes, slants, like, he will get that early separation.
And we saw multiple times, too, even though he's not the biggest receiver, not afraid, A, to make contested catches, but B, also, use his hands in terms of, like, the hand strength to, muscle.
He's physical, too. He'll break tackles. He's got a little DJ Moore in there, too, with his ability to shed wimply tacklers, so.
Harry's been on him throughout this draft process.
His ceiling is not as high as a Jordan Tyson or probably even a Carnell Tate, but, like, I think at worst he's, like, an excellent slot receiver, right? Like, so it's a moot point. They're not going to go receiver in round 1, but if he was sitting there at 25, I'd be tempted.
Yeah, and with Tyson, it's just like the injury. That's been my biggest thing is like,
the injury history is real. I think he's the most talented among the group, but he's had an injury basically every year. So
fair enough. K Cobra, would you be interested in signing Cameron Jordan?
Fuck
and
yeah.
Congratulations, my dude, Bear.
1-year deal, reasonable contract. Yeah, I think him and Khalil Mack probably come in a similar range. You probably wouldn't get both, but again, the more edge rushers that are available, the better, because it just gives you more options. You want to have options. Bears have options. Bradley Chubb's still out there. Like, you got there's a lot of tiers. Like, Maxx Crosby is like the S tier option. Trey Hendrickson a tick below him. Then you get to the Adafe Owais, the Jalen Phillips. Those are probably more of the multi-year contracts. Then you got like the vet 1-year deals. Cam Jordan, Khalil Mack, Joey Bosa. Bradley Chubb, I could see getting like a 2-year deal. But, like, there's a lot of tier. Clowney was good last year. I was begging the Bears to sign Clowney last year. So, yeah, there's plenty of guys out there that you can get. And the draft has a lot of depth at edge, too.
What they do?
Jay or Joy?
Jay Smalls.
Jay Smalls. Terrible trade for the Bears. DJ was durable and clutch, unlike Rome, who was always hurt. What do you mean always hurt? He played all 17 games as a rookie. And he played through a foot fracture in the playoffs. Dropped playoff TD passes. Drops were a problem. Pretty boy Rome will prove he is not a number 1 receiver next year. Was DJ Moore a number 1 receiver? He had 649 yards last season. I like DJ. He delivered some awesome moments. I think the people who have this take, and listen, I'm not trying to pick you apart, Jay. Like, if DJ was making $15 million, I would have loved to keep him. But I think we're overvaluing the moments other than like the down-to-down, game-to-game production. A guy who had 650 yards cannot account for $28.5 million against your salary cap. Now, I think his production goes up in Buffalo, but that's because Buffalo has shitty receivers. The Bears do not. Even with Rome's faults, he is a good player. If he did not fracture his foot, he would have cleared 1,000 yards easily last year.
There is a world, by the way, I'm not saying it's likely. There is a world he's Chicago's number 1 target next year in terms of.
Rome still has huge upside.
Yes.
At worst, he's like a wide receiver 2, which is what DJ had become. So, like, Burden, his potential is, dude, he's like, I know this is an overused phrase, he moves different. Luther Burden, his stuff, he kind of reminds me of like a basketball player who his stop-start ability is like, how does he hit the brakes when he's literally sprinting like that and not travel? He's like that when he runs routes after the catch. A guy will be on his hip when he catches the ball, and he will make a miss, and you're like, how the fuck did he just do that? Like, the Bears got dudes. They're going to be fine. To get a second-round pick for DJ, I have no problem if you're in the camp of wanting to keep DJ Moore. He's a good player. But to act like it's a terrible trade, literally the reaction on social media from people who cover the NFL for a living is like, they got a second? Like, this isn't just me being Bears bias guy. No one thought this would happen to get a second-round pick for DJ Moore. I've said it. I love what he brought to the team. He delivered some awesome moments. The DJ Moore 3-year experience was kind of the perfect storm. He was in that trade that has led to everything to make you a contender, to get Caleb Williams, to get Rome Odunze, to get Darnell Wright. Now he gets to go to a contender. I'm excited to see what he can do in Buffalo, but I think this is a good day for the Bears. And it's a good day for DJ Moore, by the way, too. He's going to be a heavier focal point in Buffalo.
Yeah. Here's what I'll say, too. Sorry, I just had to respond to that. Look, people are sitting there and saying, okay, do the Bears need to add a receiver? Do they need to draft a receiver? Here's from an offensive perspective what you need to think about, and Harry, obviously, feel free to chime in. So when you're lining up, if you're the Chicago Bears next year, obviously, Caleb's going to be under center. You have what will be eventually your offensive line once they figure out center and left tackle. From a pure skill position standpoint, Colson Levin's your tight end 1. Rome Odunze is your 1, or Luther Burden. Either way, those are your 2 lead
top
guys.
2 receivers. That's your trio, which I was saying in like September, by the way.
Right. So you have that as your trio no matter what. So those are your lead 3. If you go bigger formation, let's say you go 2 tight end sets, Cole Kmet's out there.
Is there a better tight end 2 in the NFL than Cole Kmet?
So you have him out there.
I mean, seriously.
With DeAndre Swift in the backfield, Kyle Monungai, depending on who you have.
Both guys can catch the ball.
Exactly. if you want to go 3 wide receiver sets, even if it's Jade Walker or hell, even if you bring back Olamide Zaccheaus, which Zaccheaus or Jade Walker, the question is, okay, more workload, how would he fare? How would he produce? All this other stuff. Legitimate concerns. Olamide Zaccheaus, while he doesn't give you that necessarily explosive play, he's a reliable receiver that Caleb clearly trusted for a large part of the season.
And in 11 personnel, whoever your third receiver is getting easily the least attention on the field by opposing defenses.
Exactly.
So you're going to have a good matchup there.
Yeah, like this isn't the Bears in a weird way, because if you think about kind of throughout their history, they haven't been known for having just like the plethora of weapons.
They've never had more offensive talent than they do now, ever, in the history of the franchise.
So now that you trade DJ Moore, people are saying, oh, they've got to add somebody. It's like, actually, like, if they go into the season and Jade Walker's their wide receiver 3, I mean, he's their, weapon 4 on any given pass play?
5, potentially.
5, potentially, yeah.
And look, they will add somebody, but whether or not it's a clear-cut third guy or competition, like, I mean, with Duvernay and Zaccheaus as free agents, like, they have to add somebody. The question is, who is it? But you don't trade DJ Moore because you don't feel good about what you have. They feel great about what they have. I was saying this in late September. Burton, Rome, Loveland. That is your core skill group receiving targets moving forward.
Yep.
And that just came to fruition by trading DJ Moore. And we even said it on draft night. The moment they drafted Colson Loveland and Luther, which, by the way, bold prediction just hit. I said one of Cole Kmet and DJ Moore. This will be their last season in Chicago. They're going to keep Cole, and they just traded DJ. And really, that's more of a financial decision.
Right.
With what I'm not saying Cole's better at his job than DJ, but you play a lot of 12 personnel. DJ's making almost $30 million, so on and so forth. The second they drafted Luther Burden, DJ Moore's future in Chicago became a question mark. I said it that night, said it as Luther Burden's started to come along throughout the season, and that hit its head today. And to get a second for DJ, it's a good trade, man. Great 3 years here. He delivered the play of the year. I will always have love for DJ Moore. But I am glad the Bears did not make an emotional decision here with DJ. To get this value for him, like they see the big picture with the roster. They see the big picture. They know what the hell they're doing, which for most of our lives, that has not been the case. Appreciate the super chat, though, Jay. Secret Bajent Man, what do you think about trading a third or a second for Orlando Brown? I don't love his fit. He doesn't move well. Bears ran third most outside zone last year. He doesn't fit an outside zone scheme. Bears run some gap, but yeah, I'm not trading a pick for Orlando Brown.
Ooh, we got an update on the super chat battle. Okay, so we're close.
Oh boy, here come the Raiders.
We're close.
Who's going to win to 1,000? We're at 915. What are they at?
They're at 883.
Race to 1,000. If someone boomed right now, that would hit like crack. That would hit like crack.
If someone booms, only we're doing a boot race, beer bong race on top of it.
Yep. Well, yes.
Yes.
Be
well,
over
then
1,000.
do you want to add something else then?
How about this? All booms that have already happened, you'll get a raffle ticket for next week as well. And if you boom next, you'll get a raffle ticket. So we'll get those people in the raffle next week as well. Booms get you a raffle ticket.
Ooh.
Someone in the chat says Hendrickson just signed. That's impossible because free agency doesn't start till Monday unless the Bengals re-signed him.
Which that would be.
He already said goodbye to Cincinnati.
Yeah,
he is not re-signing with the Bengals.
He's out of it.
They could offer him a $100 million guarantee. I think he'd say no.
Honestly, given the way that franchise has treated him, I mean, yeah.
I say that. He might say yes to that. But you get my point.
Yeah.
Their cheap ass aren't going to give him $100 million.
All right. Mitch is saying Bears now doesn't have what it takes. They're going to race to 1,000.
We got to beat them to a stack. Mitchell Renz just said we're going to lose this race.
Let's go.
Come on. They still claimed victory a couple of free agencies ago. We know who won. All right, who we got? Emiliano says, would you be good with trading Edmonds, 25, 86, I think you mean 89, and a future first, 2 1s and a third for Crosby and a fourth back? No. 2 1s, a third for Crosby and a fourth, that's too much. I can't do that, man. I can't do that. Too much. Too much.
Ben
Matt Eberflus to the 49ers, assistant head coach of the defense.
He stays around.
That is hilarious.
Matt Eberflus.
Flus is back. And I just had a typo. Shit. Tweet edit function. The booze is hitting me. Colin can tell.
Yeah, I'm feeling it as well.
We got to win this race to a stack, man.
We got to, man.
Come on. Don't let the Raiders beat us. We've had a lead. This is like when you lead for – this is like the Packers. You lead for most of the game, then you choke.
No, got to get
We can't be like the Packers.
We're right there at the finish line. Hey, just a reminder, $20, 10 wheel spins. Matter of fact, since we're on our way to trying to get to 1,000 first, every 10 is a wheel spin.
Oh, 50% off till we get to 1,000. Let's go. All right, who we got next? Homero,
yep.
Yeah, both Jonathan Allen and Javon Hargrave are going to get cut, it sounds like. I'd be open to bringing one in. I don't know what their markets will be, but I know for a fact in 2022 the Bears were in on Hargrave when he signed with the Niners. I don't know if they were last year, but I'd be open on one of those guys for sure. I'd be open on one of those guys.
Eberflus, the 49ers. Unbelievable. Now,
I will say this about Flus.
Assistant head coach of the defense.
Well, he is a good dude, so I do feel bad to an extent. But the fact that he became a head coach in this league for 3 years, it's incredible. Fuck Bill Polian. Real ones know. Real ones know. People saying Bills got fleeced. Yeah, I think the Bears won this trade. Now, if DJ Moore is awesome, like the Bills aren't going to like regret it, but I do think on paper the Bears won this trade. Tanner, want to know your thoughts. How would you feel in the end if the Bears gave up 2 firsts plus Tremaine for Maxx? I would call it an overpay. I'd be fired up for Crosby. Like, two things can be true, but I do think it would be an overpay. Doesn't mean it wouldn't work out, but I do think it would be an overpay.
Fair enough.
All right, hit that subscribe button. We are on the cusp of 159,000 subscribers, and I'm getting nervous. I'm hearing the Raiders are making moves on Super Chats, so could be in trouble there. But if you want free and daily Bears content, sub for Bears dubs. Had a lot of dubs this season. Oh, let's go! Kool-Aid giving us the dub.
Let's go.
Message them so they don't think they won.
Got it.
Let's go, Kool-Aid. Let's go. We're bringing the boom for Kool-Aid. And then I'm going to hop off piss and fill up these boots for us.
Fair enough. We can hold it down.
Let's go.
Let's go. We'll get that loaded in here in a second.
Kool-Aid. Get the Kool-Aids. Get the booms in the chat for Kool-Aid.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
Let's ride. Shout out to Kool-Aid. Shout out to Kool-Aid.
Oh, let's go. We'll count that as a wheel spin, Dan, because I'm sure you sent that in with the whatchamacallit.
Yeah, Dan, we'll give you a spin.
We'll give you a spin from that.
We'll count $10 as spins until I get back. I'm going to hop off in a second.
Cool.
Until I'm back, we'll continue that 50% off.
Harrison Graham, man of the people.
Yeah, listen. Some people I know that, they might have it slightly rewind. So, all right, here we go. We are bringing the boom. We won this race to 1,000. It is Jordan Heflin. Boom! He says, Raiders, give us Crosby already. Let's go, Jordan. Beer boot race coming. We owe a bong race as well. A wheel spin. I'm going to go take a leak and fill up those boots for us. All right.
Let's go.
I will be right back. Cullen's going to hold it down for the people.
For the peeps.
Big Mac says DJ Moore 1,000 yards incoming. I could absolutely see it. And I hope he does. I hope he does well there.
All right. Shout out to you, Mr. Heflin. We also got Dan. Says, how about polls? With that trade, he gave himself flexibility in case negotiations don't work. This was definitely a move. By getting that second-round pick for future scenarios. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's gives you flexibility in terms of like, okay, we kind of talked about it briefly. Do the Bears ultimately make the move for Crosby? We'll wait and see. Do they potentially go after a free agent such as Trey Hendrickson, Khalil Mack, et cetera? We kind of went through the list earlier. Do they go in the draft? Do they potentially look at other free agent targets to potentially sign for the Bears? I mean, a lot of different scenarios Dan, I think you bring up a great point. I'm kind of curious. Now, clearly Crosby, I think, is going to be the main domino that we're all kind of waiting to see what happens with. That being said, the Bears are in as good of a position now as there is out there. Like, correct me if I'm wrong down below in the chat. Is there a team better positioned than the Bears to trade for Crosby? And again, I understand we're in a Bears chat, but let us know. Let me know. We do owe 2 wheel spins, so we're going to go ahead and get that going for you guys. That locked and loaded. 2 wheel spins. One for our guy, Dan. Oh, man. Shout out. And then one for Jordan as well. Yeah, this is for Harry. I'll take care of it. Walter, my guy, what's up, dude? And bro. 2 extra beer bong races. So now we owe just 3 beer bong races, a beer boot race. Do we owe anything else? That's still freaking wild, man. Still freaking wild. Someone says Dallas. Dallas certainly has ammunition. Unique Saints get Crosby. No respins, LOL. No respins. It's 3 beer bong races and a boot race. I'm getting peppered on a Thursday, and I do not mind it one bit. All right, cool. Again, I'll just throw the trade up for you guys. Again, if you guys are just tuning in, and for whatever reason, you guys just want to talk about the trade a little bit. What's your one-word reaction to this trade? I'll give some shout-outs in the chat. Listen, Mack or Hendrickson definitely could be options for the Bears if they miss out on Crosby, which we won't speak into existence yet. Huge. Dude, Walter, we missed you too, man. I honestly was sitting there. I think one of the games I literally asked, I was like, where's Walter? My guy. We're happy you're back there, bro. Listen, you guys have lives outside of us. We totally understand, but we appreciate when you guys join us here on Bears Now, even on a random Thursday when DJ Moore gets traded. Fleece, value, cap, fair, Mac. Second is a steal. Absolutely. Colin, I love you. Marry me. Shout out to you, sir. Indifferent from Jake. Adam Downing says great. He did it for the Rams. My guy Z Ganji. What up, dude? I still don't understand why YouTube has your thing is like you're at, or why they went back to that. I'm still going to call you Ziganji, though, if that's cool. Unique was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity and just experience in general. Never forget it. Cheesy Gordita, I'm assuming you're talking about the Thunder game, and listen, thought it was a great game. Where's K9 going? If I had to guess, probably to Denver. Denver or New York, one of the two. I think those are the front runners. Maxx Crosby. Yes, sir. Magnificent. I'm seeing some people in the chat say. Go check Adam Schefter. Is there an Adam Schefter tweet? I can't be scaring me like this. The latest Adam Schefter tweet. Not seeing anything crazy. About Cameron Jordan? No, he's not, Drew. No, he's not. No, he is not. For multiple reasons. Make sure we're caught up on the Slack. I mean, it's a little different for me, Gordita. Listen, predicting a draft crush that ultimately landed with the Bears and Manun guy, I have a little bit of like, that's pretty cool with that. But like, just in terms of I mean, Devin Hester was great in his era. Peanut Tillman was an absolute stud. Are you talking about currently or like All time. Or I guess you did say all time. Harry's is Devin Hester, which Devin Hester is a really good answer. I would probably say I'm a fan of Peanut Tillman. When you literally have a peanut punch named after you, I mean that's OG shit. Sorry for any kids listening out there. Peanut Tillman, and now he's doing his thing off the field too. I'd probably go Peanut Tillman. A lot of good answers though. I mean, Urlacher, excuse me. Could be a good one. Let me know down below who y'all's favorite Bears of all time are. Khalil Max obviously won. Yeah, Eberflus is headed to the Niners. Going over under 7 games that Eberflus is fired next season. As an assistant head coach on the defense, I'd be shocked if he's fired under 7 games in. I mean, he'd have to be like one of the worst assistants out there. We're going to wait to do those beer bongs, by the way, until Harry gets back. I had to run to the restroom and get those boots. Tree Cohen, Butkiss, Rex Grossman, Greg Olson, Briggs. Kay says, I'm so upset at this. Why are you upset? I get DJ Moore, great flair for the Bears. Had some, unreal moments. That being said, this was always the direction they were going to go to. So, I get the, sentimental value of DJ Moore. But this is the direction that the Bears had to go in. Jordan Howard. Mike Clinton. Bears just signed Quay Walker. Well, that's literally impossible given the fact that free agency, even the tampering period, hasn't opened up yet. The refrigerator, sweetness, Matt Forte. I will say, Matt Forte was a dog back in the day. One of if Matt Forte was playing in this era of football, he was already great in his respective era. 2026, I mean, he'd be an absolute demon. Cole Kmet, Alshon Jeffrey, Velus Jones. What's your favorite food? Fried rice. It's my favorite food. Shout out to you guys. I don't know why this is in here. Editing something here. You guys let me know. Y for yes, N for no. Yeah, fried rice is just one of those things that's so versatile that for me it's number one. Just my opinion though. Robbie Gold. You guys let me know down below in the chat, will the Bears trade for Maxx Crosby? Yeah. Oh, so fun facts. You know how we had 2 wheel spins? You'll never guess what they both landed
2
on.
races?
2 beer bong races.
So we owe a boot race and 3 races now. Oh, Jesus.
Trace.
Let's do the boot first. Then.
Yeah, we'll do the boot.
Oh, jeez. Actually, let's do 1 bong race. Let's knock one of those
Okay.
out. And then We'll do a boot race. Oh, good lord. This is bad, dude. I told you guys I have not been drinking like hardly at all recently, so the tolerance is down. This is an issue. This is an issue.
Very nice. We get some super chats in. We'll get to those here in just a moment. All right, so we owe after
Now
this.
that I'm back, Pieces a Lie, that's the last 50% off.
Okay.
We'll count that one.
All right, so we'll do.
We're back up to $20 for
Why
wheel
don't we'll do
spins.
one more wheel spin, just for.
Yeah. Oh God. I need like a Cullen shot here. It's bad, bro.
I'll happily take a shot, even though I can't speak. Apparently.
I'm cool with that. I'll take a shot too.
All right.
All right. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
You guys are gonna need an Uber. I'm gonna need a nap here in a minute.
Yeah,
I might tell our boss I might take a power nap before I
Yeah.
finish the rest of my work today.
Yeah, for real.
All right, so you'll take the shot. So we owe 2 beer bong races and 1 boot race, and you just took the shot. So
That
we're
was
good
not
there.
lovely, but you know.
Lovely.
I did hop on Raiders and give them the L. Mitch apparently knew nothing about it, which
Knew nothing. Me and Reed have been messaging for literally like.
yeah, call him Denzel Washington because he's acting over there. How about Flus to the Niners?
Very interesting.
Incredible.
Very interesting.
He keeps getting work.
As a defensive mind, I don't mind it, but like as a head coach, obviously we.
Oh,
that
I mean that's not even. Yeah, that goes without saying.
So one says, "Name your son Valus."
No. There's nothing you could give me to name my son Valus. In all honestly, I can't be bought for my child to name. I cannot be bought.
That's the correct answer.
I have ethics.
Let me ask you this, because again, I don't want you to reveal whichever name that you guys are more than likely going to set on. When you and Hannah are discussing names, are you guys usually like on the same page, or is there pretty?
So
stark
PJ,
differences?
like we settle on that before we knew the gender. We were like, if it's a boy, this is the name.
Okay.
We've flirted with a few boy and girl names for this one before knowing what the gender was. She's locked in on this name. I'm like 95% there. I do like the name. I think that it'll end up being the name. I don't want to say it yet because there's a chance it changes, but we'll just talk like just randomly. Oh, what do you think about this name? What do you think about that name? And
So for you, it's like it's a good name, but you're just hoping out for something, just like a little more. Like,
no, it's just I want to. I just want to be. I want to make sure we're on the same level.
Fair enough.
That's all. I do like the name, and I think it'll end up being the name. But I don't want to say it and then, like, in a week it changes. So, yeah. It's a good name.
All right. Nixon says, I've been working since the DJ trade. What did I miss?
Well, the details are up there. Bears got a second, which I'm still shocked by, and the Bills get DJ Moore in a fifth. So.
Is this real life?
That's the trade. It is.
It is real life.
It's incredible. All right. Peace is
Someone says it's got to be Harry Jr.
I'm not. I personally, I don't. To each their own. I would never name a kid after me. He needs to be. He or she needs to be their own person. So.
Have you ever met or known someone to be an HJ?
No.
Be the first.
True.
There you go. All right, getting into Pieces a Lie. We want that updated mock draft with 2 second-round picks ASAP. I'm hoping for Thieneman at 25 and 2 defensive linemen in the second.
Yeah, I mean, we'll probably do another mock. We'll have some fun with it.
Thieneman at 25.
I'm flirting with that idea. I don't know how Colin would feel about it. Live mock?
Ooh,
with the
I don't hate
simulator?
that. Dude, I don't hate that.
Do you guys want to do a live mock?
We don't hate that.
Yes or no? And we could honestly just turn it into a cut, potentially. I don't think it's like fan-led necessarily. You guys can chime in, but should we do it live with the simulator? Well, here's my question. Are the picks accounted for on the PFF simulator? Let's see.
Sorry, I just had a cough for it.
Let me see if it's in.
Yeah, here, I can actually.
I'm pulling it up here. Yep, it's updated.
Dude, they are quick.
I might be down. Let's do this. You want to do this boot race?
Yeah, we got to do that. We got to do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
All right. I'm starving, dude.
Shout. What are we, fruit punch, I'm assuming?
Yes, fruit punch.
Cheers.
Let's do. God, I don't even.
Can we just spam congratulations for my guy?
Oh, I am having another child. If you've missed it, baby boy number 2 on the way.
Just congratulations.
Colin saying, "Give me congrats." I appreciate it. A lot of you guys have reached out, so I do appreciate it. All right.
What count do you want?
How about in honor of DJ Moore, who wears number 2, throw a little 1 in front of it?
Okay.
12.
Okay.
I haven't done this in a while, so I might need an extra second or 2.
He wore 12.
In Carolina, he did.
So there you go.
Maybe he'll wear a 12 in Buffalo. I don't know if they have a guy that wears number 2. So.
All
right. Cheers.
Cheers. Giving you a count in 3, 2, 1, go. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi, 8 Mississippi, 9 Mississippi, 10 Mississippi, 11 Mississippi, 12 Mississippi.
I haven't skipped a beat.
You've gotten better.
I'm back.
You've gotten better.
I am so bad. A little spillage, but nothing crazy.
Oh, my goodness.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
I feel like the
Caleb
right
Jr.
person won, definitely.
No, stop.
Oh, dude.
It's on a curve.
Whew.
It's on a curve.
Right person won.
All right. I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
You guys want to do a little fan-led mock? Ooh, I don't hate that. Throw it back a little bit.
We could go fan-led. Let's catch up on some super chats and then
Yep.
see where things sit.
For sure. All right, we are all over the place here. All right, we've done pieces alive. We got Dennis. Trade market's inflated this year because free agency class isn't great. If we get a 3rd for Bajan and 5th for Edmonds, 2 firsts for Maxx isn't that crazy. Hot take.
Yeah, I mean, you have more ammunition overall. Look, if they do it, I'm not going to sit up here and be like, this is the worst trade I've ever seen or anything like that. I'm going to be happy we have Maxx, but I still would like to – I would prefer to not give up 2 ones.
Yeah.
I would prefer to not give up 2 ones.
That is
Oh,
fair. We
man.
got Jim H. I named my dog Bear.
Love that. It's
Shout
great.
out to you, sir.
Great pet name. Hey, Bear. Love it.
Love it. Animal facts. We can get Peter Woods now if he falls for that.
Falls that far.
Or falls that far.
Well, he's not
excuse me.
falling to 57 or 60. Might be able to get him at 25. We'll see.
Yeah. All right.
We'll see.
We've got Jason Gonzarowski, fan-led mock.
Might be in. Are we caught up on supers or
We
where
got
we
one
sit?
more.
One more?
I'm 2-1. 2.
Let's look at DJ's numbers, only having 682 yards. If he had more throws his way, he would have had more yards. It was clear from the start of the year. Caleb definitely favored throwing more to Rome. Yeah, I mean, early on, definitely Caleb and Rome, that chemistry was there. DJ caught 98 balls from Caleb in 2024, though. So I do think the chemistry never quite fully gelled with those two. But, yeah, I mean, I just think, look, regardless of who's to blame, the production wasn't matching the contract anymore. And with other needs on the roster and with the emergence of Rome Odunze and Luther Burden, trading DJ Moore made a lot of sense. And so to squeeze out a second from Buffalo, I think is a really good trade for the Bears. Updated mock. Oh, we already hit that one.
Yeah, okay. So we're caught up. We're caught up now.
All right, so here's what we'll do. Do you have the simulator?
I do. I got to pull up a graphic, but I can get that imported and cropped.
You may have to go with us, 2cam or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So Colin may have to continue. Here's what we're going to do. So got 1,200 people watching. First of all, thank you for being here. Subscribe, all that stuff. We're going to do a fan-led mock. I also want to do like a specific mailbag segment. I know we've been answering questions. So hashtag Bears or Super Chat. We'll continue to prioritize Super Chats, but if you can't Super Chat or don't want to, we'll try to get to some hashtag Bears questions. Give your thoughts on the DJ trade. You can ask about Maxx, whatever the case may be. After the fan-led mock, we will do that mailbag, and after that, we might sign off, depending on what's happening with the show. I'm down to stay alive. I think you're probably going to go 150% here.
Yep.
But is it full screen or what's the?
Oh, this is Yep.
We're good. Colin's figuring out how to screen mirror the simulator, but hashtag Bears Super Chat. Get your questions in, like Mike Nintendo just did, Owen just did. Fire away.
I can edit this. So all right. So let's. So do you want it kind of just like this, maybe?
No, I think go bigger if anything.
It's like
I think keep going and just you and I in the 2 box up in the corner.
all right. Yeah, let me turn that on so we can see.
Yeah, kind of get a estimation.
We're literally doing this live.
Doing it live.
Doing it live.
I would say 2 cam, but don't have our name.
No names.
Yeah, because it overlaps with the white background.
No names, says the man.
Someone said Edmonds traded the Giants for a 5th in the chat. I've not seen that. Yeah, that is fake news.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Hang on a second. Got to read this text.
Mock draft season, baby. Okay, so that is what it looks like. So we'll have to kind of.
Well, you'd have to Well,
no, because I'm gonna.
I feel like did we duplicate the 2 box and move it up?
Yeah.
I feel like that's what we did.
Yeah. So
let's do that because in the top corner it can, and you'll have to reorder so the mock like falls behind the 2 box.
Yeah. Here's what I'll do.
All right, we're trying to. We'll
We're doing this on.
Yeah, we'll get this set up. Normally we do this ahead of time when we do live mocks. So let's get in. Can we get an FGB chant going in the chat? I'll get some shout outs here. Get the FGBs going. Come on. Come on.
Okay, so now it should be if you edit it.
Here we go.
So something like kind of like this size, maybe. And then we'll obviously move us.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that works. Maybe zoom. What happens if you zoom in one more to whatever the next? Yeah, I think that's good. Okay. And then just move us up into the corner. All right. Colin's getting the mock draft simulator ready, so stay tuned. Get some shout-outs on the FGBs, and there's so many coming in. My screen just froze. Hang on, let me refresh here.
Yeah.
Let me refresh.
Yes, all this will be moved up, by the way.
Did you duplicate?
I'm going to delete this after, so that works.
Okay. It won't mess anything up.
Yep.
Oh, gosh. It's not even.
Don't you worry, guys.
Got September, Leyenda, Law, Colton, Mudvayne, Samuel, 310, Jackson. Keep spamming FGB. Get the FGBs in the chat. I'm rocking it right here. All right, I got to X out of the chat and reopen it. Hang on.
You're good.
All right, we got Snow, Robo, Malcolm, 310, J-Nev, Timothy. Let's go. Get the FGBs in the chat.
So something like this.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Okay. You say? Let's,
Well, I guess if you drag it a little further, like from the bottom right corner, what does it look like?
Oh, you're saying from the screen here.
Like the mock draft itself. Yeah, as long as we're above, like, those numbers.
Yeah.
Like the rounds, if you keep going. Yeah, I mean, I think something like that works.
Cool.
I might need your help with your eye. My vision is not the best.
That I can't contribute in that way.
All right. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Mock draft time. Fan-led mock. Let's have some fun.
All right.
We'll circle back to some super chats as well. So 7 rounds. We'll select the Bears here. And
we also got some super chats that we can get back to.
okay, before we start the mock, because we'll have it on super fast, does anybody want to trade up in the chat? Does anyone want to trade up? And if you do, $50 super chat to trade up, and you let us know which team you want to trade up with. Yeah. We'll give you guys 90 seconds. 90 seconds. I got a stopwatch. If you want to trade up, $50 super chat. I got a stopwatch.
I could throw one up there if you want.
It's fine. I already started it. 10 seconds in. If anyone wants to trade up, $50 super chat. Otherwise, we'll just start at pick 25. A lot of no's coming in the chat. Is it going to be a video? Probably not. I'll probably just do my own mock.
But we can do one just for the fun of it.
We'll have fun, though.
Do all these look good, by the way, in terms of like the
set? Yeah, I don't really mess with those at this point.
Okay. So we can start. Bears are selected.
1 minute left. If anyone's, I haven't seen anyone say yes, so I'll let the time just in case anyone's delayed. We're 45 seconds in.
We'll also go through the picks as well, more or less in the first couple rounds where it's like, okay, this is who went off the board, just to kind of show you where.
Someone goes, it's not a no, it's a hell no.
Hell no.
Also, I'm about to add a wrinkle when we get there, but 30 seconds, we'll make sure no one wants to trade up. Make sure no one wants to trade up.
Bang, bang, bang. See the messaging content?
No, I didn't. Let me see. In content?
Or was it best practices?
Best practices.
Excuse me. Looks pretty fire.
Oh, that is sick. I like that. All right, we're well past. Okay, so go ahead and send it to the 25th pick.
All right, we'll be starting draft in 3, 2, 1.
All right.
Okay, so we'll
show the best players available, and then we'll kind of see who all went.
All right. Best players available. So we'll. Oh, not this one.
Scroll that little thing.
Yep.
So okay, maybe zoom out one.
Yeah.
Iota, because we can only see two. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so Keldrick Falk, Avion Terrell, Cassius Howell, Caden McDonald, who's been mocked to the Bears a lot, T.J. Parker. Peter Woods. The PFF did update their big board, by the way, so this is all updated. Okay. Who all went, say, the last 10 picks or so?
All right, so pick 15, Vega Ioane, Spencer Fano, Akeem Mesidor is off the board, Caleb Banks is off the board, Jordan Tyson, Kenyon Sadiq, Omar Cooper, Emmanuel McNeil-Warren, C.J. Allen, and Blake Miller.
Blake Miller. PFF has him ranked highly. Good combine.
Yeah.
So
we got Keldrick Falk.
So I'm going to throw a curveball here.
Okay.
Do we want to trade for Maxx Crosby in this mock? Do we trade for Crosby in this mock? Someone in the chat saying Bears just got Maxx. Don't do that to me, bro. Come on. Come on. How about this? I'll put a poll up.
Okay.
And we'll just do it for like a minute. Go vote on the poll. Do we want to trade for Maxx Crosby in this mock draft? All right. Go vote. We'll let a couple hundred votes come in. I don't think Freeling's getting to 25. It's been a big office debate. I think he's going top 15. Do we want to trade for Crosby? If it's over 60% at 200 votes.
Do we just look at some of the trades?
Yeah, who wants to trade for this pick, first of all? Who's
Ooh.
trying to trade for this?
Seattle.
The Seattle Seahawks.
And then the Los Angeles Chargers want to trade back all the way at 55.
Okay. Do we want to trade for Crosby? Someone says bro is done with our chat. Who's done with the chat? I'm looking at the chat. What's the point of a mock draft with Crosby? What do you mean? They might trade Crosby for Crosby. You can still do the rest of the picks. All right, so we're at 67%. That's going to hold. We're at 171 votes. All right, so another timer. I'm going to go 1 minute. First person to donate $20, you can make the trade for Crosby. If no one does, then Colin and I will come up with the trade. $20 if you want to make the trade for Crosby. Or if you want to say we're not trading Crosby, we're picking or trading down, first person to donate $20 gets to make that call. We're 15 seconds in.
Ziganji, what are people saying about me? What's going on, guys? We're all friends here.
Haters going to hate.
Haters going to hate. Dude, yeah, September, you can't be sending that in the chat, man. Unless it actually happens.
Yeah, that's fucked. All right, 10 seconds left. So if no one gets in on this action, Colin and I will come up with the trade. $20, you guys get to make the trade or decide who the pick is. All right, 10 seconds. We got you, Sam. We got you, Sam. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. The Bears eat $12 million in dead cap for DJ. Clear 16.5 for someone asking about the financials. If we get Crosby at like 3:30 a.m., would y'all go live right away? If I'm awake, I will. If I'm not, I'll go live as quick as I can when I wake up. If I'm somehow awake or if someone texts me and I wake up, I will go live.
Shout out to you,
At 3:30 a.m., I'd probably go live from my house, but
yeah.
I would go live.
I'd be helping remotely.
Yeah. Okay, so almost 70% yes. So let's explore. Pull up the Raiders as the trade partner.
Yep, it's right here.
Click Maxx Crosby.
All right, so it'll be oh my goodness. Select a player, obviously Maxx Crosby. And then so
it's already saying there's a chance they'd trade him. Simulator knows.
25th.
25th pick.
50 or would you
it's offer 60.
Okay.
And Tremaine Edmonds.
Okay.
That's my offer. 25, 60, and Tremaine Edmonds. Y'all in on that trade? Yes or no?
PFF says not interested in the pick.
Wow.
I know.
We might have to force it. 25, 60, and Tremaine Edmonds. Yes or no? You guys let me know. Yes or no? I'll put a poll up.
This could be a situation that Bear Dom, you guys hear us? Someone's saying you can't hear. I feel like our audio's coming through.
Yeah, that's fake news. We're good. Bear down, you may have to hit the refresh button. I guess he wouldn't have heard that, but
refresh.
North of 70% saying yes. 25, 60 in Edmonds. That's about the most I would offer. And sure, if it's 57, if that's what it takes, I would do that. No, just give 2 first. I just don't want to. I don't want to.
I don't want to.
We have to get Maxx now, Quick says. All right. We're gonna force that trade. 25, 60 in Edmonds for Crosby.
Send it in.
Send it. All right, so resume draft. So now the Bears are on the clock at 57. So we filled our edge need. So who all is available here?
Ooh, okay. So we'll go over the last couple picks. So Caleb Lomu, Keith Abney the second.
How is Lomu falling that far? That seems like a glitch.
Gabe Akis, who I know some Bears fans have asked questions about. Brandon Cisse, Jake Golday, Keontae Scott. My guy Malachi Lawrence, he went 53 to the Steelers. Eli Stowers out of Vanderbilt. Joshua Josephs, the edge, out of Tennessee. Jennings Dunker, the offensive lineman, out of Iowa. So, for the Bears, obviously they just traded for Maxx Crosby, so probably not Mason Thomas. A.J. Halsey's here.
Yeah, I'll make the pick. I'll offer some options. We'll put A.J. Halsey. Is it EY or just Y?
Just Y.
Okay.
Jadarian Price, Skylar Bell, Traydon Stukes. I'm just reading all these. Stukes is kind of an interesting
Caleb Tiernan. I'll add him, the left
Tiernan.
tackle.
Traydon Stukes is a guy, former walk-on for the University of Arizona, became a captain for them, has a little bit of nickel safety flex.
Okay.
Could be somebody that's interesting.
Derek Moore. Well, we already have an edge.
Yeah.
I'm not going to put edge.
Josiah Trotter, really good run-defending linebacker. Cannot cover, though, at this point, or at least sufficiently.
Ooh, didn't. Well, hard to need edge. Who's
Davidson Igbinosun.
pull up linebackers?
Ooh, Kyle Lewis. I saw him. But here, I'll pull up linebackers. Linebacker. We got Josiah Trotter.
Anthony Hill? That seems. I'll put
Anthony
him.
Hill is their 92nd ranked prospect. To me, is a little bit of an overreaction.
That's crazy. He's a top 60 guy. So what about
Safety.
I already got Halsey in there, but we can see who's. What about defensive tackle? Let's get a detail.
Genesis Smith. Zaki Wheatley. He's a defensive
Yeah,
tackle.
I think Halsey's the best one. Let's go D-tack.
Dominique Orange.
I'll put him in there.
Daryl Jackson Jr., Grayson Halton.
All right. I just put up a poll. You guys make the pick.
Dante
AJ
Corleone or the Godfather. He's there that late.
They put him. They like
99th.
lowered. That's ridiculous.
Him and Orange are on the same tier as me, or for me at least.
Yeah, I agree. Make the pick.
Well, would you guys rather? Because I mean, Corleone did meet with the Bears, so I don't know.
How we feeling? Go vote. If you $20 super chat, you can override the pick. Give you guys about a minute on that. Otherwise, we'll just go with the poll vote. Chris says, just found you guys this last season. Love the commentary and the updates. Been a Bears fan my whole life. Thanks, gents. Appreciate you, Chris. Appreciate you, Chris.
Feels like A.J. Halsey's the pick. As soon as we mentioned his name, the chat flooded in.
Yeah.
He makes a lot of sense.
He'd probably be my pick. You have no safeties under contract. I think they'll sign at least one, but you'll still need another safety.
Nintendo Master says, I don't like safety this early. Well, I'll tell you this much.
When you have none on the roster?
It's going to be a priority for the Bears.
Yeah.
Especially they don't address.
Oh, boy. The NCAA is appealing the Trinidad Chambliss preliminary injunction.
Oh, Jesus.
Like, is this worth the fight for the NCAA?
No. But are they going to do it anyway? Yes.
Spending dollars on this.
I'm not a fan of A.J. Halsey. Who are you a fan of, Mike?
Yeah, the last thing I need is a Mark Stein breaking tweet. He says, what? The expectation in Orlando is now Cooper Flagg will play tonight. I don't think that deserves a breaking in all caps. Just throwing that out there.
Excuse me for the cough. Just kind of show you some other positions. Caleb Tiernan, who we talked about, offensive tackle. Markel Bell, who I really like. Cage Casey, who I think translates more to a guard. We've got, and speaking of interior offensive linemen, Sam Heck, Jalen Farmer, Connor Liu, Keelan Rutledge, Jake Slaughter. Bo Stevens, Logan Jones. Some options there. I was wrong, Christian. But yes, that is confirmed. I was wrong.
Wrong about what?
He says, I remember you took Oregon to beat IU in the semifinal. I did. I was wrong.
They got destroyed.
Destroyed. They did.
Hey, hand up accountability. Love to see it. All right, we're taking A.J. Halsey.
All right. The safety out of LSU is the pick, and he is selected.
All right. Okay, so we're picking at what, 89 now?
That would be the case. Showing y'all some of the picks that went off the board before we could look at some of the guys that are on the board.
Someone that chat, Justin Fields traded to Arizona for a sixth. That's not a tradable contract.
Darrell Jackson just went at 78. Dalen Everett at the corner out of Georgia went to the Falcons 79. Jalen Farmer, Connor Liu, center out of Auburn, went to Jacksonville. Genesis Smith, safety, went to the Vikings. Anthony Hill made it to 83.
That's a joke.
83.
He might go first round. Probably second round, but he might go first.
Sam Roush out of Stanford, really athletic tight end that I know Todd McShay is really high on. Drew Aller, cornerback out of Penn State, to the Steelers. Devin Moore to the Chargers. Keelan Rutledge, the guard out of Georgia Tech. And then Jake Slaughter. So wait a minute. The Jags took two centers in this mock. They literally went Connor Liu at 81.
The mock draft.
And they went Jake Slaughter at 88.
The mock is broken.
What are we doing?
All right, so let's go linebackers. Who are available?
Here, by the way, your picks. So all we've taken so far is A.J. Halsey.
But we've also traded for Maxx Crosby.
Yes.
He's ours.
All right. So in terms of like just some of the top names available, Max Clare, Chandler Rivers out of Duke, Keon Crawford, Garrett Nussmeier, Jonah Coleman, Malachi Fields, Markel Bell could be a potential left tackle option.
I'll put him on there.
LT Overton, Antonio Williams, sneaky receiver. Not gonna lie, into day 3. Again, if the Bears go that way, the Godfather's there.
Oh, that's gonna be the pick.
The Godfather's there.
What do we got at linebacker?
Keyshawn Elliott out of Arizona State, who I honestly have not done a lot of research on.
Can you filter? Oh, I'll put Deontay Lawson. I feel like people
Lawson
know him
here.
more.
I'll show linebacker though. Interesting one out of Alabama. Bryce Betcher, who I think is more of a day 3 guy, but he's there. I gotta look into Keyshawn Elliott. He's been rising up draft boards. I know Brugler had him as a top 100 guy.
What corners are there? Just curious.
Chandler Rivers, Will Lee, Jalen Kilgore, Malik Muhammad.
Is Kilgore a corner or a safety in your eyes? It's kind of a tweener.
Tweener. Honestly, somebody that I wouldn't feel comfortable taking on day 2.
Day 2. Okay.
Malik Muhammad's an interesting one.
What about centers?
Ooh. This thing work with me, please? Thank you. Bo Stevens, Logan Jones. So the 3 main guys went off the board. Jacksonville took 2 of them.
All right, we're not going center here. Okay, we'll just give 3 options. Markel Bell, Dante Corleone, Deontay Lawson. Poll is up. Go vote. Go vote.
Let us know. The Godfather.
Go vote. In this mock, have we traded Edmonds? No, but we could do that on day 3.
It's good.
I don't hate that. All right. Yeah, Corleone's running away. Let's go ahead and make that pick. I don't think he falls as far, but if he does, I would love that. Never
really
know.
good value.
Guys fall. You never know.
Dante Corleone to the Chicago Bears.
All right, so
129. So just kind of show some of the later
now
guys.
at this point, Kilgore intrigues me.
Yes. So, all right, 129. So Eric McAllister, your guy out of TCU, goes to the Panthers. Brian Parker, who does have some little bit of inside flexibility, goes to the Packers. Malik Muhammad goes to the Steelers. Jack Indries, the tight end out of Texas, goes to the Eagles. DeMonte Capehart out of Clemson goes to the Chargers. Justin Jolly, tight end out of North Carolina State, to Jacksonville. Jude Bowery, the tackle out of Boston College. Reggie Virgil, Jacoby Lane, and Seth McGowan are the 3 picks ahead of Chicago.
I just put a poll up. Should we trade Tremaine Edmonds in this mock? A lot of yeses. So since the Bears don't have a 5th anymore with the DJ trade, why don't we start exploring that here?
Okay.
So
Bucks are interested.
So click Tremaine Edmonds for the Bears.
Honestly, Bucks might be a sneaky team to trade for Tremaine Edmonds.
See that?
All right, so we'll click Tremaine.
I don't know what the simulator will value him at. Is he not on the simulator? Tremaine Edmonds?
No, we traded him in the Maxx Crosby trade, remember?
Oh, we're idiots. Never mind.
We did.
He's gone.
We did trade.
All right, we're making a pick. Sorry.
I totally blanked on that too. I was like,
we
wait a
are
minute.
idiots. We are idiots.
I mean, Javon Dexter. Like,
Nah.
All right, Jalen Kilgore.
Yeah, let
Get
me.
some flex. Brennan Thompson.
Ooh, I am adding him.
Bud Clark, your boy at TCU.
Oh yeah. Well, I already made it. Took a safety. You could double dip though. Wide receiver, Miss State. Go to centers, please.
We can do that. Logan Jones.
I'll put Logan Jones.
Bo Stevens.
Who have we already taken? Remind me here, so for positional purposes.
AJ Hall C and Dante.
So
Cordial.
safety, D-tack, and you've added Crosby. Okay, what about running back? Who's on the board?
Trying to get a little Mike.
How high is
Washington.
Mike Washington on their big board? Oh, he's already gone. We'll see you, Mike.
I will say this, just Emmett Johnson, I'm not the biggest fan of. I think we're all familiar with the Penn State boys. If we get later, this guy is a big red flag, but I just can't get enough of his tape.
Who?
Le'Veon Moss out of Texas A&M.
Okay. I like Katron Allen more than Nick Singleton,
Yes.
so I'm going to put him in here.
Go for it.
And then, so we got a receiver, running back, and a center. Let's add who's available at linebacker. We have not done a linebacker yet.
Torian York, who's an undersized linebacker.
Well, my guy Elarms Orr, who flew at the combine.
Flew. Harold Perkins, little late round maybe pick.
He was so good as a rookie, and then
As a freshman, you mean?
yeah, freshman.
Xavier
All right.
Sorrell.
I just put 4 options in there. Brennan Thompson, Logan Jones, Katron Allen, or Elarms Orr. Brennan Thompson ran a 4.26 at the combine for what it's worth. I think I'd go Logan Jones here without knowing who the Bears are going to add at center in free agency. You think this is fair range for Jones?
I'd say so.
Top 130-ish pick?
Yeah. I'd say it's completely fair.
I'd probably go Jones. I'd be tempted by Thompson, but I think I'd go Jones.
Probably use one of your 7s on a linebacker.
Yeah. So be it.
So be it.
So be it. All right. Looks like Logan Jones. We'll go ahead and make that pick.
Mr. Jones. Bum, 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 bum. All right, we don't need to go through it on the 7th round in terms of latest picks. All right.
Let's get a linebacker, so let's see who's out there. Gentry's an intriguing athlete.
Yeah, he's the
6'6".
Yes.
Let's take him. I'm just going to make the call on that.
Okay.
And then we'll see what we want to do with the last pick.
So here's the picks. Just
do you think? Where do you think that Navy guy goes? Does he
Eli
get
Hyde,
drafted?
I mean,
Or is he like a?
it's 7th round. Like you're not gonna make a.
What quarterbacks are available in case they trade Bajent or want a third guy if Keenum retires?
Cole Payton's been getting some interesting buzz.
Does some team take Taylon Green in like the 4th or 5th? Just as like he's
An
so
athlete.
athletic. Like
Yeah.
we'll try to develop him. If not, we can try to turn him into something else.
Could. Now, okay, we'll leave this up to the chat.
They did meet with Cole Payton, the NDSU guy. I don't know where he'll go in the draft, if at all, but
Day 3. I'll say this. Which position do you want the Bears to potentially target here? We'll leave this up to you guys.
yeah, what position should the Bears?
So the Bears trade for Maxx Crosby in this mock, so that's
We
edge.
have an edge, got a safety, got a D-tack, got a center, got a linebacker. So you could add a receiver, running back, still on the board,
Yeah.
tight end.
We can go through.
Did we get a left tackle?
No.
Probably not going to get one that can help you here, but
Let's just look at offense tackles. I am not familiar with these names. I'm going to be honest.
blocking tight end, chat saying. Seeing a lot of receiver and tight end in the chat.
Receivers, Louis Bond, Trevor Pena, Malik Benson, who's somehow still going to slate. Score White's an interesting athlete.
I would take Benson out of that group. I don't think he'll fall this far, but.
Yeah. Colin Lacey's got some return special.
What do we think about Benson, chat? We want Benson. 4.3840.
We could also, I'll just show running backs.
Markel Bell is gone.
Yeah. He's out of there. Okay. We've got Heidenreich.
I don't hate Jam Miller. He actually
Miller?
tested better than expected.
Don't hate
How about
that.
this? I'll just make it simple. Malik Benson or Jam Miller? Jam Miller, RB, Alabama. Alabama. All right. Polls up. Make the pick. Punter. Yeah, we're not drafting another punter. Thank you, Tim. We're excited.
By the way, the guys out in the office, they still want to get that highlight cut training. I know we're kind of more.
We'll do a Q&A after this so they can practice with that. But
Okay.
don't publish, though.
No, exactly. I'll inform that. I gotta use the restroom.
I
after
do
this, so-
as well. You can go first, though.
Okay, I appreciate it. I'll let them know.
Nolan said Schefter was just on Waddle and Sylvie. Did he say anything meaningful? What's the latest?
Probably just push merch on that one. You think, right? Makes sense for a mailbag. Yeah. Looks like it's gonna be Malik Benson.
Yep. All right. Malik Benson. So, I know we have some super chats, so if you want to get the first one up, you can go sprint to the restroom, and then we'll switch.
Apparently, Torian York was the.
So there's the mock. We traded a first, a second, and Tremaine Edmonds for Maxx Crosby. Then we drafted A.J. Halsey, Dante Corleone, Logan Jones, Eric Gentry, and Malik Benson.
There's the mock.
There you go. Don't hate it. Do not hate it. All right. You
Yeah, I'm gonna run out there.
throw the most recent super up, and then you can just delete that layer
Yeah,
or whatever you need to do. Undo it.
I'll be sure to get rid of it.
All right, Colin will be right back. We're going to do a mailbag coming up, so hashtag Bears Super Chat. Get your questions in. If you sent them earlier, send them again in case they got buried in the chat. Colin will be right back. Lex says, what team could you see overpaying for Maxx? I don't know. Maybe the Bears will do it. I'm not sure. This is interesting. CHGO had Field Yates on, and he was asked about the Maxx Crosby trade rumors. He said, quote, Caleb Williams is a gravitational force in the NFL, which speaks to their dynamic during the Crosby podcast. So we talked about that. I think what he's saying there is like people want to play with Caleb Williams. They think he can lead them to the promised land. So I said it at the time. If you watch that podcast, Crosby and Caleb were vibing. Crosby's a believer in Caleb Williams. He earned his respect in that game earlier in the year when they played each other, when Crosby was unbelievable. When he had that unbelievable first half is what I was trying to say. Okay, someone on Twitter, shout out Aaron Lemming, kind of recap the Schefter on Waddle and Sylvie. 3 bullet points. First, didn't seem convinced Crosby gets dealt, but did say he doesn't see the Bears in the driver's seat right now. Thinks they'll go cheaper than Linderbaum at center, someone like Tyler Biotish or Logan Cushenberry. No ties to Hendrickson. I have also heard that as well. I've heard the Bears are not in on Trey Hendrickson. So, the one thing I'll push back on, I do think Crosby gets traded. Now, whether or not the Bears are the team, that's a different story. So that's where things sit. Aaron also added, recapping the Schefter hit on the score, or either ESPN 1000, saying Schefter did note that a lot of these moves pop up out of nowhere and that he expects the Bears to be, quote, active, but in terms of the top 3 names everyone's been talking about, didn't sound like much was cooking as of now between talking about Crosby, Linderbaum, and Trey Hendrickson. So we'll see. See what the Bears do. We'll see if they make an all-in move. We'll see if they don't. But that's what Shefty said with Waddle and Sylvie just moments ago. Just moments ago. Okay. All right, when you get set up, I'm going to go take a leak, and then we'll do this mailbag. Hashtag Bears Super Chat. Get your questions in. Did you talk with anyone out there about?
I talked with Sam. I'm going to message them.
Okay, I'll double check that they're good to go. Hashtag Bears Super Chat. Colin's going to hold it down for a few minutes, and then I'll pop back in.
What up? What's up, yo? All right. I'm assuming you've already probably read Super Chats, but I'll read whichever.
I actually have not. So
Okay, I'll read some. Okay, Lex, what team could you see overpaying for Maxx? I mean, if Dallas becomes desperate enough, you never know what Jerry Jones could do. I think it's safe to say. I'm going to send a message here off screen. Cool. So you got that there. Cool. Lane, go get Maxx. It's the only way. Look, the Bears have positioned themselves now with an extra second-round pick to potentially make that a possibility. We'll see if Ryan Poles, who, shocker, he's, being aggressive again, will they go out and get Maxx Crosby? This is some serious stuff, man. It very well could. I mean, it could happen later today. It's about 3 o'clock Central Time on Thursday. Between now and Sunday, or late Sunday night, maybe. I mean, it could technically happen during free agency. I just don't see it as likely, given the fact that there will be some edges in the free agent market. But Mike, you could easily just flip that around. What are the chances the Bears do get Maxx? I think it's truly somewhere between that 40 to 60 range. And that could be either way, too. It could be 40% yes, 40% or 60% yes, 40% no, 60% no. You guys let me know, what percentage would you give that Maxx Crosby as your Chicago Bear? Oh, here, I'm going to update this. Get through you guys' super chats here in a second. All right, updated the live poll. All right, moving on to Michael. Kendrick Falk or TJ Parker? Ooh, interesting one. So Kendrick Falk, the edge out of Auburn, or TJ Parker, the edge out of Clemson. Both are in that same kind of range. I think they're going to go back into the first round. Both kind of fit that Dennis Allen mold in terms of, bigger defensive ends can collapse the pocket, set an edge in the run game. If I had to pick, I mean, you could talk me into either one of these guys. If I had to, Kendrick Falk, slightly. but both guys are, I think, quality options that the Bears could take if they choose to go that route at edge for the first round. Good question, though, Michael. Good question. All right, we've got I'm 2-1. Is this a make or break year for Rome to take a significant step? Year number 3, first round value pick. We'll get Harry's opinion on this as soon as he gets back. Appreciate that, Mike. I'll say this. You're in a kind of thriving offense where you have a really good offensive mind in Ben Johnson. Caleb Williams showed that, he can improve from year over year. We'll see if he takes the statistical leap in completion percentage. But Colston Loveland, as a rookie, one of the better tight ends in the National Football League by the end of the season. Now we'll see kind of where he lands in year 2. But Luther Burden, dynamic, great run after the catch, clearly worth the investment that the Bears in selecting him in the second round. So if you're Odunze, and I still think there's a lot of talent there, and I still think he could be a really good receiver in the league, those drop issues got to, for lack of a better term, cut the shit. Because you're going to get passed up by other guys on this offense if you're not up to snuff. So in a way, yeah, I do think that. Now, is it completely make or break in terms of they're going to get rid of him after this year? No. Sorry, just checking Twitter there. But I still think that, Ben Johnson, into this offense and into training camp and into 2026, they're going to look at Colston Loveland, Rome Odunze, Luther Burden, and all these weapons and say, okay, maybe it is certain games where Rome Odunze will be the hot hand, Colston Loveland could be, a featured target. Could Luther Burden potentially be somebody that's more consistent in the offense? Absolutely. I do think, though, if you're Rome Odunze, you were picked in the top 10 for a reason. Colston Loveland, again, was also a top 10 pick, but you got to show your stuff, man. Got to show your stuff. Got to show your stuff. Someone, Maxx has 2,000 more snaps than Trey. I'd rather sign Trey. Listen, I think that, another listen. I gotta do squats or something every time I say it. Maxx is a player who is better in the run game than Trey Hendrickson. I think he's overall just a better pass rusher, which, again, Trey Hendrickson's a really good pass rusher in his own right. But I think that Crosby, yes, he is older and he is coming off an injury. That being said, he is, and Harry and I have kind of debated this, at worst, the 7th best edge rusher in football. I think he's a top 5 edge rusher. He is a guy that could completely change a game. Whereas Trey Hendrickson, not coming off the best year in Cincinnati, granted he was dealing with injuries himself last season. Maxx Crosby's a game changer, man. Maxx Crosby's a game changer. Now, you have to weigh the pros and cons in terms of okay, trading for Maxx versus signing Trey. How much are you willing to give up for your Chicago? That being said, Maxx Crosby is the better player than Trey. Even though Crosby has more mileage on the tires, but it's Crosby. Moss Tanker, I'm so happy Moore is going to a contender, He deserves nothing less. Yeah, look, I think DJ Moore is somebody that really talented player in this league for a long time. Harry's mentioned it, numerous times that, hasn't really had a winning season, since high school, DJ Moore has?
Until this year.
Yeah, until this year, until obviously this past year. But he goes to a team with Josh Allen, who clearly needs a wide receiver, a go-to guy. He's going to compete for it. So
Sam says you talked to Parker and Mike.
I messaged them, yeah.
So when we start, just say, hey, cut starting.
Cool.
And just remind them, hey, go through the whole process, but don't actually publish.
No, yeah, I sent that. I literally sent, what did I say?
So the only thing we'll do different, by the way, so it'll be a mailbag, but I do want to hit, the latest rumors, just the socials post
Cool.
DJ. We'll hit that off the top, then we'll get into the questions.
Yeah, I literally said we're about to get a mailbag. Just wanted to resend a reminder not to publish this, obviously.
Okay, cool.
So.
And just tell them when it's starting.
Yeah. Maddie, I want Tyler Biotish. Need to figure out left tackle. Bring you on screen.
I'm in on Biotish. We'll see if the Bears are. They brought him in for a visit. I don't know if it's happened yet, but that was at least planned.
All right. Use hashtag Bears or Super Chat to get in on this mailbag. Any particular wins?
Just do the will the Bears trade for Crosby. That can be after like the rumors chunk, the socials, and then just hit like merch and then like a sub on the back half of the video, and that'll be good. Just do like plug my socials at the end.
Yeah.
Typical mailbag, except we don't need a second win. All
Make
right.
sure this all looks good behind the scenes. We're about to get into it here.
Thanks to everybody tuning in. Fire in those questions. # Bears Super Chat. We'll get them answered. A little post DJ Moore trade mailbag.
Fix that. Don't worry.
Yeah, that works.
Little work behind the scenes. All right. We'll
You
just
can
start.
just open me full screen and then get into the socials and whatnot. I'll tease the mailbag. And you can just open like this with this name badge if you want.
Yeah, we can do that.
All right. Shout out to the real ones for hanging out. This has been a fun stream. By the way, I'll tell you later with Mitch. Didn't even acknowledge we were doing a competition.
Chugs and Reed both were
Take the L.
Just come on, dude.
Come on.
Don't be a sore loser.
Unbelievable. All right, here we go. Bears mailbag coming up. Well, welcome into Chicago Bears Now. My name is Harrison Graham. We're going to get into some post-DJ Moore trade Bears rumors, right? The Bears have traded DJ Moore. They got a second-round back, sent a fifth-round pick to Buffalo. So let's just get caught up on some of the Bears and NFL rumors that have circulated in the last few hours, and then we will answer your mailbag questions. So fire away, # Bears Super Chat, get those questions answered on the show. Okay, so Jordan Schultz immediately after the trade says, I do not get the sense the Bears are done on the trade market. Does that mean for Maxx Crosby? Does that mean they're shipping out Tremaine Edmonds? I think they're trying to do that clearly. Potentially other moves. We'll have to wait and see. Schultz added this as well. He said, sources, teams in the trade market have gotten the sense that the Raiders are more open to the idea of trading Maxx Crosby. It's a situation that is only going to intensify. Then you have Albert Breer saying, meanwhile, the Bears have cleared a bunch of cap room this week. Drew Dalman, DJ Moore trade. We'd mentioned earlier that they had shown some interest in Tyler Linderbaum and Maxx Crosby. Stay tuned. So the Bears are clearly interested in Maxx. They're in on Tyler Linderbaum, potentially, depending on if they get Maxx or not. I don't know if they'd get both. They could make it work, but that would obviously require some financial maneuvering. The Bears currently sit at around $18 million, so we'll see what's next. My gut tells me Tremaine Edmonds is probably the next domino, but he could go to Vegas in a potential Crosby trade, so maybe the Bears wait it out and see what happens with Maxx Crosby in Chicago after they traded away DJ Moore to the Buffalo Bills. So I'll just ask you, will the Bears trade for Maxx Crosby? Type Y for yes, or you can type in for no. I should mention as well when it comes to Maxx, Trey Wingo reports that Dallas is pivoting their thoughts to Trey Hendrickson. We'll see if they are still in on Maxx, but it sounds like they might have bowed out of the Crosby sweepstakes. All right, # Bears or Super Chat. We'll get to some mailbag questions now. Owen, who do you think will be the number 3 wide receiver for the Bears next year? Well, if there was a game tomorrow, I think it would be Jahdae Walker with no more DJ, with Olamide Zaccheaus and Devin Duvernay set to hit free agency. It could be Jahdae. You got J.P. Richardson and Maurice Alexander on futures deals. We'll see if they push for a roster spot. I think they'll add somebody to this room, cheap free agent, someone in the draft. They could bring back OZ and or Devin Duvernay, but I think Jahdae Walker will have an opportunity to earn a role. When he got a chance late in the season to make some plays, he stepped up. That 4th down touchdown against the Packers was obviously huge, and small sample size, but looked good in the preseason, looked good in training camp. I think he'll have an opportunity to earn a role, but I do think they'll add someone into the mix. All right, Damper, would you rather sign Trey or Jalen in free agency instead of trading for Crosby so we can use our picks? Also praying that for that Ian Cunningham comp pick. That would be nice. That would be really helpful if the Bears got a 3rd this year and next year for Cunningham. Still no official word on that. I assume you mean Jalen Phillips. I have heard the Bears are not in on Trey Hendrickson. Schefter went on Waddle and Sylvie earlier on Thursday and said he's heard no Hendrickson Bears buzz. I've been told something similar. I don't think the Bears are in on him. Now, maybe it's a smokescreen and they are. I don't know. Jalen Phillips, I'm not sure if they are or are not in on him. He has an injury history but played really well with the Eagles last year. We'll see what his market is, but I would think if they don't get Crosby, they're going to go with more of a short-term option and maybe draft an edge, like sign Khalil Mack or someone like Cam Jordan, which we have an update on that. We can work that into the show as well. Cam Jordan set to hit free agency as well. We'll go ahead and pass along that news. I could see him being a one-year option. Schefter reporting that he is set to hit free agency, will not have a new deal with the Saints by the time free agency kicks off, but plans to play next season. So decent chance he leaves New Orleans, and who knows Cam Jordan better than anybody? Dennis Allen. So if you swing and miss on Crosby or if you bow out of that, I could see Khalil Mack or Cam Jordan being like a short-term option. Draft a guy on like day 2 to develop while Cam Jordan is, kind of a bigger role in 2026. All right, Alan Mack. Shout out to my guy, Alan Mack. He's been watching the show a long time. Would you double down in the draft? Maybe safety. They could double down at safety in the draft. I still think they'll sign a safety, whether that's bringing back Kevin Byard. I don't think they'll bring back Jaquan Brisker, but they could take a look at a guy like Cam Curl. They could look at a guy like Nick Cross. They could look at a guy like Alohi Gilman. There are guys out there. I think you need to enter the draft with at least one starting caliber safety on your roster, which I think they will. Hopefully it's Kevin Byard, but if it's not, hopefully it is someone else. All right, we got some awesome merch opportunities for you. So here's the deal. St. Patrick's Day is quickly approaching. We have express shipping that's usually $10. Right now it's only $5, which is almost the same as our normal shipping fee, which is $4.75. Right now, express shipping is $5 on all of our St. Patty's Day related gear, which includes the Beers shirt and hat, which will flash on screen for you guys. Here's the shirt. I got the hat right here. We'll put the hat on screen as well. You get the express shipping option. You got to toggle down and make sure you select the express shipping also with the Beers shirt and hat. Normally it's a $60 combo. If you get both items, they're each worth $29.99, $60. If you add both at chatsports.com/bearshop into your cart, it'll automatically give you a $15 discount. So you select the hat, you select the shirt. That link below gets you to the full site. So just add each of those to your cart. You're going to get $15 off. But you can also get the express shipping with our St. Patty's specific gear. So you got the T-shirt, the Green River there. No one does St. Patty's better than Chicago. Green, navy, and black shirts available. We also got the hoodies available in black and navy as well. Here's kind of a zoomed in look of the little design for you guys. You got QB1 turning the river green. You got the mascot as well. You love to see it. Chatsports.com/bearshop. I just gave you all the information you need to know. Take advantage. Get the best deal available. Okay, Ben H., why haven't the Bears re-signed Byard yet? I don't know. I've heard that his price might be higher than the Bears were hoping for. So he may want to hit free agency for probably the last time in his career where he could cash in and make a decent amount of money. So maybe that happens. I don't know. David Kaplan the other day said that it's 70-30 that he will be back. I felt like it would be more like 90-10, but clearly that's not the case. I mean, we're closing in on free agency, so we'll see what happens. I'd like to get him back, but I also don't want to break the bank for a 33-year-old safety, so we'll see if they can work something out. Vinny, would you sign Tyler Linderbaum to a 5-year, $90 million deal? I mean, 18 a year, I'd probably be willing to do that. That's top of the line market. That's right there with Creed Humphrey, 18 a year. Longer deal, so you'd be able to space out those cap hits, especially if you give him a big signing bonus. That type of deal I'd be more open to than something like 4 for 88, which is 22 a year on a 1 year less deal. So, yeah, if you can get him 5 for 90, give him like 60 guaranteed. It's still a lot for a center, but he's only 25, so I could get on board with that type of structure. Subscribe to the channel if you want free and daily Bears content for free. We got you covered. And, of course, when the Bears make major breaking news like trading DJ Moore, we go live. So hit that sub button, turn on notifications, and never miss out when we publish new content. All right, we got time for a few more questions. Nicholas, what is the Bears' ceiling for 2026? Super Bowl. They were a play away from the NFC Championship this year. So that's the ceiling. They've entered that stratosphere, especially if they make a few more moves this offseason where they could win a Super Bowl. The floor is miss the playoffs, though, because you're in a tough-ass division. So wide variance there, but they're absolutely a team, especially if they make a few key moves where a Super Bowl You can dream. There's no reason to not think that's at least possible. All right, Carl says, if the Bears don't get Crosby or Linderbaum, do you think they prioritize other free agents and go after Thibodeau? They could. They could. I had heard some chatter that, and this has been on social media too, that a Kayvon Tremaine type of swap could be discussed. Now, as of filming this right now, there's nothing out there on that, but I do think that the Giants are interested in Tremaine Edmonds, and for the right price, the Bears have interest in Kayvon Thibodeau. All right, Maximilux 311. What about switching Swift and K9 now? Well, what does K9 cost on the open market? That, of course, being Kenneth Walker. Is it closer to $15 million or $10 million? If it's closer to $10 million, I'd be open to it because you could turn around and trade Swift or cut Swift and save $7.5. I like DeAndre Swift a lot. I thought he had a good year, but I think we would all agree Kenneth Walker would be an upgrade. So if you got him for like 11 and you cut Swift, save $7.5, then you're only paying $3.5 million more for an upgrade in Kenneth Walker. So I wouldn't completely rule it out. If I put it on the Smoke and Jay rumor meter, I'd give it like one Smoke and Jay. I'd call it a long shot, but it's certainly at least a possibility. All right, guys, appreciate all the questions. You know where to find me. Follow me on social media. I would greatly appreciate it. At HGramNFL, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, same handle, all three places, posting daily Bears and NFL content. DMs are open as well. I'm also on Facebook. If you're on your desktop, facebook.com/HGramNFL. If you're on your phone in the app, just search Harrison Graham Chat Sports. You will be able to find me on Facebook as well, publishing short-form content in real time. So go check that out, and, of course, subscribe to the channel as well. Speaking of which, we're almost at 159,000 subscribers. We're less than 300 away. We would love to get there by free agency. Help us out. We would greatly, greatly appreciate it. Cullen, we're almost 4 hours into this stream. We're about to sign off. Any final words to the best fan base and the best YouTube channel audience in sports, of course, Chicago Bears Now?
Yeah.
Any final thoughts?
Well, we do owe them one more beer bong race.
We do. We'll do that on the way out.
So we'll do that on the way out. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Everybody, even if you tune in just for 1 second, Harry and I greatly appreciate it. Put a lot of work into the show, and like Harry mentioned it numerous times, if breaking news happens, we're going to go live. We're going to talk some ball with you guys, you know, the significance of DJ Moore, not just the trade itself, but what it can mean for the Chicago Bears. And you guys always turn up. You guys always tune in. And we are greatly appreciative here at Chat Sports and on Bears Now.
I want to give some merch shout-outs. Zach S., we got you in there. You'll get a raffle ticket. We've got, let's see, might be it.
Yeah, I'll throw the link one more time in there.
So everyone who purchased merch during the live show, you're going to get raffle tickets for the raffle we'll do during day one of free agency. So if you bought 3 items, you'll get 3 raffle tickets. 1 item, you'll get 1 raffle ticket. I've shouted out everybody that has purchased something during the show, so we will count that for Monday. You will be in the raffle.
Final call, because I think some people are going to be doing highlight cuts behind the scenes. Do you want to do like one last kind of?
Yeah, this is it. We're about to sign off, so if you want to get super chats in, now's the time to do it. Believe it or not, Cullen and I, A, have not eaten lunch, and B, do have some more work to do as we get ready for free agency next week. So final call. In the meantime, we can do the beer bong race. So
Sure.
we'll give you guys a minute or so, but thanks to everybody for locking us in. Someone says delusional to think Super Bowl. I'm not saying I'm betting on a Super Bowl. I'm saying what's the ceiling? Right. I don't think it's crazy to say that's the ceiling when you were a play away from the NFC Championship game.
And you're not losing anybody significant. I mean, DJ Moore is
DJ Moore's a loss, but like if you had a good pass rusher, like that's probably a net positive.
Yeah. I would agree.
And a lot of your core is
Still
ascending,
in
especially
attack.
offensively.
Right.
So, all right, here we go.
There we go.
All right, I'll give you guys another 30 seconds or so, but listen, chances are we'll probably be live soon, if not today.
I got the countdown clock.
That's
for
a fake race. I wish it was because I'm feeling it right now.
Do you want to do 2-minute shot clock?
Sure, we can throw a shot clock up. 2 minutes.
Dos
minutos.
Somebody sends a super chat. We'll stay live.
I'm going to start tallying some of these raffle tickets while you're You want to get an FGB chant going.
Okay.
Colin can give you guys some shout-outs.
Yeah, FGB forever and always. If you guys spam in the chat, I'll give you guys some shout-outs. Terry and I mentioned we greatly appreciate you guys.
Yeah, this has been fun, man. It's been a while since we've had a stream like this.
Oh, Ricky Sanchez says we're going to stay live a little longer.
All right.
With a $2 super chat. Also, is this just... I've been trying to charge my laptop the entire time. Has it not been? That's a bummer.
Your laptop is dead.
Is that 30%? All right. Shout out to Official Chief with the FGB. Robert Smith, FGB. Ricky will get you on screen in a second. Harley saying FGB.
Let's go.
All right. So we'll take the shot clock off. Excuse me. We'll kind of throw it back up there here in a second. Ricky says Josh Kreutz would be a fun late round pick. I
got to be honest, I'm not familiar with his work.
Josh Kreutz. I feel like I've seen that name before. I'm going to be lying if I'd said I knew anything about him. Illinois football player. He's a center.
I'll have to look into him. Haven't heard much, so probably late round pick UDFA type.
Olin Kreutz's son.
Oh, I have heard. I knew his son was at Illinois. I mean, I'll be honest, I don't know if he's an NFL player, but that'd be a cool story. Maybe a UDFA to the Bears. Fights for a roster spot. Be cool. But I have not heard of him in terms of being a draftable player.
All right. Do you want to just throw another 2 minutes up there?
Yeah, throw it up.
Throw it up. Another 2-minute shot clock.
All right, I've got everybody with the I'll send you the merch list here, so you'll have it for next week. You can just bookmark it or put it where you need to. And
yeah,
the ones I put multiple times, that's just how many tickets they get.
Yeah, not only do we still have to do more work when we get off of live, we also have to get ready for free agency.
Yeah, I got a lot of prep work to do.
Same.
So it's part of the JOB, baby.
Yeah. Got to prep Jags.
Yeah. Colin, give my guy a follow. Go check out our Jags channel. Colin's grinding over there.
Appreciate it. Just put out a video earlier today.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Love to see it. All right, last call. You want to keep the show going, super chat. Otherwise, we'll call it a day, which is perfectly fine with me. I need to eat some food.
Same.
You guys are some real ones.
You guys are some beast legends, as we say here at Chat Sports. Some minute left. Give you guys some time.
Understandable, NRG. You just show my guy Colin some love, but I get it. You guys are Bears fans. So.
That is totally fine.
All right, 35 seconds. 30. TJ says, I don't understand Moore's our best receiver when we trade him. That's crazy. What metric from last year can you point to? And I don't mean moment, I mean metric that would say he's the best receiver on the team. And I like DJ Moore, but especially when you look at advanced numbers, that actually wasn't the case this year. He delivered the best moments, there's no question about it, but all right. Looks like the clock is gonna run out. Appreciate you, Alex. We're excited. Appreciate you. All right, guys, this has been awesome. Just got a Twitter notey. Let's make sure. Yeah, nothing Crosby related. All right, we're going to call it a show. We'll be back live if the Bears make some kind of big splash. But lock us in. Hit the subscribe button. Turn on the notifications. Check out the merch, chatsports.com/BearsShop. I'll have Colin put that link in the chat one more time for you guys as we sign off here. But fun stream. Pretty much 4 hours. We're rocking. We're rolling. Kind of a little teaser of what to expect next week. Oh, Seahawks news.
Ooh.
Drake Thomas extension. All right.
Love that.
All right. We will see you guys soon. Bear down, subscribe, like the stream, all that stuff. Appreciate you. See you soon.